Hello and welcome to the Overprepared YouTube game. We're back and we have a little recap to give everybody so that you guys can catch up, join in whenever you're watching, and have a good time among yourselves. And so, our wonderful group has made it to the town of Vale, and they have accepted a job to find a petrified amethyst gem dragon that was excavated in the Valley of Glass that has been stolen from the School of the Magi. There are 8 pieces that they have agreed to find. They have also learned that scrying these pieces has been nearly impossible. So they spent their time here in Vale. They've hung around the tavern. They've met Owella, the owner of the tavern, where they all got 50 gold pieces and a discount at Mead and Magic Inn. They went shopping. They questioned the town guard. They learned about underground trading in Vale. They also questioned the old museum guards, and they met Elizabeth von Retha Mentaleo, and there was much partying, much vibing, and they hung out. They went back to the Mead and Magic, and they were trying to just sort of picture themselves in the situation where this huge item could be stolen. They figured out how the sleeping powder was exploded into the room to knock out all the guards, and they are headed in for the night. However, our lovely Kanna has decided that she wanted to stay up and just, look out for the party. She had a sneaking suspicion that someone was following, and was correct. We ended last game before the group, kind of midway through the group's long rest, and they are going to be picking back up where we're in a fight.
Boy.
Okay. So,
Technically, maybe?
Kanna, you threw out your silver piece into the road so that you could see if you could find this person. This person found you as you raised up, and you see a dagger at your nose, pointed directly, and you're met with a very, very dark-skinned tiefling with like these red paint lines on their face, but they have a big hood over their horns. However, you can see that they're a tiefling because their horns are sort of pushing up the hood, and their cloak goes all the way to the floor. It billows. So the only detail you see is their bright red eyes and their painted face. They're tall, about 6 foot tall, and they're pointing at you downward, at your nose.
Yeah,
They
small.
say nothing. And they look at you, who you are disguised as a employee at this time. And they just point at you, looking ominously.
They don't say anything.
They say nothing. And their eyes sort of flicker.
Sorry, friend. I didn't expect to meet someone out here this late at night.
Their eyes
Mind
narrow in
putting that
response. When you say put that away, they tip it just to poke your nose. It gets closer to your face.
I'm gonna, defend, not back up, like out of range or something, but kind of just, can I help you?
As you sort of body language back up, they match you in aggression by moving forward and not changing that direct. Like, that tip of, it doesn't change pace, it doesn't change touch, it's just there in the exact feeling. With every movement that you make, this dagger is right in your face. But it doesn't hurt more or less. It is the exact same. They're being steady.
Okay.
And their eyes sort of flicker. As if flames are sort of going through the inner sides of their body and face. You hear like a jangling of a collar, and around the corner of a building, the dog that you saw that was being watched earlier, it's just a black, fluffy, sort of mid-sized dog, comes walking, but arrives onto your left.
Okay.
The owner does not change look. They know exactly what came up.
Yeah. Gonna need you to maybe work with me here. What can I do for you, friend?
What languages do you speak, Kanna?
I knew it! I knew it! I speak Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant.
In Infernal,
Yeah.
you
yep.
hear, work with me.
I'm sorry, friend. I don't quite understand what you're saying.
You're with someone who used to work with me. I am here to take them back. You work here, no?
I'm
Koresh,
sorry,
do you also speak Infernal?
No.
Okay, so you hear sort of mumblings outside, because there's window panes in the kitchen where you're at. You hear sort of infernal, guttural tones. You can tell a conversation's happening, but that's about it at the moment.
Okay.
I'm sorry. By chance, do you speak common?
They laugh, but give no other response.
Well, I'm taking a break from my night prep, but if there's nothing else I can do for you, I'm sorry to cross your path. I'll just go ahead and take my leave.
They close out this store 4 hours earlier. So you are not who
Uncommon?
you say you are. And he's infernalist still. No one is here except the patrons who have stayed, who came to this town today. One of them worked with me. I want you to hand them over.
Son of a bitch. In
Who is it? Raider amongst us.
in Infernal, I'm going to respond. Tell me who you are first.
Their head cocks to the side. And they blink a few times before they go ahead and try to slice your throat. I'm gonna do an attack on you with a dagger. It's a small piece. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, so with a dagger, that is 2 damage as they take the knife from your nose and just quickly nick the side of your neck. However, you start to feel a sort of burning sensation on top of this nick on your neck. It's quick. It didn't even hurt even, but now it's starting to burn.
Is it fire
As you
damage
can
or poison
feel sort of your veins beginning to spread upward into your face.
damage? Poison.
You are actively being poisoned for 6 points of damage.
So it's just poison damage, though.
Poison
I'm not
damage,
technically
correct.
Conditioned poison.
No.
Okay.
Poison damage.
So I take 6 poison damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And you feel it spreading through your veins as if this condition will continue until you get this poison out of you. And they bring the knife back to your nose. I am not scared of you, they say in Infernal. I am here to end whatever this is here.
Look, you gotta give me something to go on here, friend. Otherwise, what can I really do for? I don't even know who you're talking about.
You can collect your friends, or we will collect them for you. And as he says, we will collect them for you, in the distance you hear like a wolf howl, which, perception check for Emmy, perception check with disadvantage for Ire and Granny, because you're sleeping, and regular perception for Koresh.
That was good.
As the howl's going on, can I just ask, like, who are you looking for? Like, okay, you know, like...
I was not given a name, only a face. White hair.
Do we see the rules now? Sorry.
It's a few
White
of us.
Yes,
hair.
what is the, what are
Okay,
your
I rolled-
perceptions?
21.
Okay,
22.
okay.
7.
Okay, Granny, you stay
I love that
asleep.
for Granny.
16.
Okay. So everyone except Granny. Ire, you are awakened, but you're prone, so if you wanted to take an action, you'd have to take that movement to stand up. Emmy, you hear wolves in the distance. You're at a window. I remember you were sitting at a window last game. So looking out the window, you see two dark, fluffy, red and black, medium-sized dogs, very border collie-esque, bounding down the street. As they pass the streets, as they pass any sort of lights in the street, the light gets brighter and then dimmer as they pass by, as if they're giving off this sort of energy, but specifically around fire. So the torches that are lighting the streets are like blowing up in fire and then going back. Give me a history check.
$13.
Okay. They look like dogs with magic. Ire, you hear the wolves in the distance, but you didn't wake up in time to see them. Koresh, what movement would you make in the kitchen having heard wolf sounds outside? Which you know, being sort of in tune with these, that this isn't a place where wolves are.
Is the mysterious, above table, just
Yes.
because it's easier to ask this, is the mysterious person in a spot that I would be able to like peek out the door and see them, or are they like hidden?
They are, if you were to peek out the door and look, you would see Kanna speaking with somebody on the other side of a corner. But you do see a dog, because the dog walked up to Kanna's side.
Okay. Would I recognize those beasts at all?
You could do a history check with advantage.
Okay.
Does Koresh know? Oh,
That's a
hands are starting to
13.
sweat.
You recognize these as hellhounds,
Okay.
which you don't necessarily recognize, but given your history, you know these to be utilized in your history. Give you that information so that you can use what you want with it.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So, that brings us back to the conversation with Kanna and the Mystery Man. They just nicked your neck. You got a total of 8 damage, 6 of it poison, and you can feel that poison spreading through your
A
body.
lot of damage.
And you hear wolves sort of in the distance, knowing that there's more than something potentially coming your way. Is holding that dagger back to your nose in that perfect, not too painful, but not painful feeling.
I thought you said you only wanted one person. Why threaten an entire group of people?
They are meaningless.
So
As
leave
are
them
you.
alone.
I have a job to do.
The job is for one person now.
You are a person that knows how to get in here. He takes the dagger away from your nose for a moment and points it towards the building. And the pet next to you, the dog, turns its body and begins to head towards the doors. Where then, Koresh, you would see at the door a dog poking its head in. It's a mid-sized dog, but it's billowing hair. It's like sort of constantly blowing wind, it feels. And it has like red spots in it as well.
Okay.
It turns its head in.
Is there inside of this where I'm at, be able to hide behind a counter or do something just to obscure a little bit?
After you see the dog, or before you while you're hearing the dog run up?
I guess in a perfect world, I would wonder if I could hear those footsteps.
You would be, yeah.
Towards?
You
Okay.
totally could.
So,
It has
yeah.
a collar, so it's dog collar.
Okay. Yeah, I would find some kind of spot to just obscure.
Okay.
So
Let's do stealth.
just straight stealth.
Yeah.
This
Christ.
mysterious man said white hair?
Yes.
Why do 3 of you have white hair?
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know which one of them this guy's talking about.
Well, I have frosted tips actually.
Oh, sorry.
In your picture on my screen, your hair white as fuck.
What is your
Actually,
All right, what's your roll for stealth?
That's a thick 8.
Okay. So you realize sort of with your size, you hide behind like a potato sack and you're like, oh, my head still is over this. You sort of get behind a counter, oh, my head's still over this. And if you pop your head down, your leg comes out. Like it's one of those sort of like, this just isn't working situations.
Yeah.
So as you stand back up, that's when the dog would sort of enter its zone and enter your zone. And it pops its head in. Without moving its full body, and you see it sort of get that growl, teeth like aggression without actually making any growls before it like wrings out its hair, shaking its collar, and once again you hear more this time, wolves in the distance, but closer. Granny, make a perception check once again, except normally this time.
Okay.
Granny,
That's better.
right out your
21.
Okay. Right outside your window, you hear a very loud and like just resonating howl, as if it is calling for backup. Like this is a help me howl. The rest of everyone inside, you hear getting closer, these hellhounds running through.
Is that window like literally right next to
It is.
my bed?
Yes.
Can I just like roll and look out the window?
You can, yeah.
Am I dreaming right now?
You sort of prop yourself up and look out the window, and you indeed do see. You could also roll a history check to see if you recognize what this is.
17.
Yeah, you recognize this as a hellhound as well. Granny is old AF and has probably seen these in the past for some reason. Maybe not directly tied with something that you've done with for work or whatever, but you've seen them in some adventure that you've been on. So as these hounds are barreling in, Koresh, you're in the kitchen, and you heard this these more wolves. So you're sort of getting pings like, oh, we're getting surrounded, because that's pack tactics.
Yeah.
And that's something that Koresh would just know in general. What do you do?
Okay, so you just said heard sounds. We're getting surrounded. This thing on the map, Pet 1, is in the door.
Yes. It's in the kitchen door.
Okay. Did I hear any of like the little bit of scuffle outside? Like, would I have heard like some kind of pain sound or anything like that from
Kanna,
that slash?
Would you have made pain sounds? I'm curious. No?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
No, like,
Yeah.
No, Kanna's face to face having to be like strong facing, so that makes sense to not make noises.
Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna say fuck it because it's D&D. I would like to, and if any of this is possible, I would like to rush Pet 1,
Okay.
dive roll into it, bite its neck, but as we go through the door, it's no longer me. It is...
I see what you're trying to do. You're transforming here. Okay.
Yeah.
So you sort of take a moment looking at it as it's shaking its head and like signaling quietly. They've practiced this. You take the opportunity. What does it look like when your body starts to shift? Silently in this kitchen that just has like echoing nothingness back at you.
So the first thing would be Koresh would actually like take off his pants and fold them very gingerly,
Okay.
and just kind of tuck them away safely.
Okay.
And after that, he would take his two, like hand axe things, and would pretty much one into each shoulder, and then just yank down. And as the skin rips with it, you just hear that like horrifying sound of blood splattering everywhere. And as he's running, full transformation, bite into the neck of this
I love the idea
Hellhound.
that I'm having, the imagery I'm having in my head right now is that the slices that crossed your chest is that it's growing from those slices. As if you're literally releasing it and you're like peeling backwards as you run forward. It's gross, but very cool in my mind. So as you come back, it's almost like your
Health code violation.
a little health code violation. The case we're gonna need some cleanliness.
Giving like a
Aksha is
face
screaming.
mask, like a beauty mask when it's done drying. Or
Yeah,
peeling it
exactly.
off.
You're peeling the skin off. Yes. So very much like blood splatters are left behind as you jump through. You could do an attack roll on the hellhound.
This would just be like
unarmed strike to try to grapple. I am also happy with you doing a strength check if you would like to do a strength check over your attack roll.
This is the first time with any of this stuff, and I know I have like special stuff with this. Okay. Would this be a predatory strike? You apply your Crimson Right feature to your unarmed strikes?
Yeah.
Okay. You can use dexterity instead of strength for that attack and damage rolls of your unarmed strike. Okay. Okay.
I'm happy with the dex as well, since you have that.
Jesus. This is way more. I was not prepared. Oh, God. Okay. That is 17, 18, 19.
A 19 to hit. So as you bound out of your own skin and out through the door, you grab onto this hellhound who makes a yelp, just like, and then, oh my God. As you bite into its neck, I need just a regular attack roll, unarmed strike, unless you have a bite attack. I think you might, actually.
Let's see.
It'd be weird if they didn't have a...
I feel like you should.
I don't know if they have like a specific bite attack. I don't see one that just says bite.
Okay, well you can do an unarmed strike then, and we can count it as a bite attack.
Okay. And that wouldn't be the predatory strike?
Or
would?
I just want to know if you hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what was it? Sorry.
Just an unarmed strike.
Okay.
As you go in for your rolling bite.
Oh, okay. Apparently I have +3 to this. All right.
Nice.
10.
Yeah. So as you're rolling, almost as if you've done this before, you come out of your own skin, bound out the window, the door rather, and grab onto the dog, like sort of under it, like a seatbelt style, and you grab it to where its back is on your chest, and you like bite into its neck. Within seconds, you're getting a retaliated burn in your mouth. For 4 hit points, and this dog's fur goes from being this fluff to like shrinking into this like shriveled leathery skin. It feels like the dog is itself growing in size, and is like muscling out, and you see sort of like a glow in its neck and chest where it's like flames are just sort of held there. Its eyes sort of begin to glow in red as well. And that's going to be initiative.
Do I see this as they're barreling? Well, do I hear it? Because my intent is to not break eye contact with this man.
It's just a few feet away. Out the door, you see Koresh roll and like hit the wall and like be out in the alleyway that you're in. So to your left, where the dog just was, Koresh is rolled up, biting a dog, and the dog is actively growing. The mystery man at this moment does actually shift his eyes for a second, unexpectedly. Let me find the initiative tracker so that we could do it on here.
Oh.
Where is it? I'm finding it.
So the funny thing is, like, I'm using D&D Beyond to remember what dice I have to throw for certain things. So for the test one for initiative, I was like, okay, like I rolled D20. I rolled a 6 plus 2 on there, and then I rolled my actual dice and still got a 6. The universe was like, you're not getting out of this, bitch.
Amazing. They said you thought you were done. Mm-mm.
It's like, ha, you thought you were clever.
All right. I rolled a 17 for initiative.
Why can't I?
Mm.
There we go.
I'm just becoming an ice joke at this point. I'm slow in all ways.
No, I love it. All right, I think I got them all. Let's see. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. Once you guys roll your initiative, I will add it to the page. Koresh, what do you got?
10, 11, 12.
Okay, Granny, what do you got?
7.
Emmy,
7.
11.
Yep.
Okay. Ire,
8.
Poifik, Kanna.
17.
Okay. That's Mystery Man. Let me just add
Oh,
them
no,
here.
please. Yes, let's go.
And 1.
Holy shit.
My dog's fast as fuck.
So quick.
Pet
Oh
one's
my
working
God,
for
they're so much
promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pet 5. Ugh, guys.
Pet 2 is me.
Yeah,
Let's
Pet
go
3.
here.
Be slow as hell, Pet 3.
Okay.
Where's 5 even at?
Under Carter.
Curious.
Okay.
Pet 5 is...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yep.
So, for those of you watching, listening, we're going to be fading in and out of our battle map so that you guys can see what's going on as well. Pet 1, fighting Koresh outside the kitchen door, is first, they are going to, as they have fully shifted into their hellhound state, they're going to sort of roll their backpack, excuse me. They're going to roll their back toward you for a bite as well. That is a dirty 20 to hit on Koresh.
That hits.
Okay. And that is 8 damage piercing.
Okay, and does this count as non-magical attack?
That is a non-magical attack, and as they bite into you, that is 7 damage that you can feel their fire of their breath just breathing in and onto your skin that they just bit, making raw, leaving a singed, sort of skin-broken, peely piece of your skin on your shoulder that they just bit back on you.
Okay, so hold on. Sorry, new character.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's about to be for all of us.
okay, since I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
So you would get resistance on the first part, and then you
Which
take
would
the
be
full amount of fire damage. So you had, what was it, 6?
Oh.
So 6 resistance, which would be half. So you
okay.
3, and then the full amount of fire damage, which was, I believe, 6 or 8. I already picked my dice up.
7.
I think it was 7.
It was
Okay,
7.
okay.
So 10 altogether.
10 altogether.
Oh shit.
I don't like level 3.
You'll be all right.
New campaign starting next week.
Yeah, you'll be
We're all gonna be dead.
fine. Okay. That is the pet's turn. That leaves us to Kanna. Kanna, Koresh and Pet just rolled out of the kitchen and are fighting actively, biting each other, just beastly outside in the in the alleyway. You look to your left, and so does the mystery man. They sort of shift their eyes, but they don't turn their whole body. What do you do?
I'm not turning my eyes. I'm keeping my eyes locked on him.
Got it.
I'm just kind of taking note of that something is happening to the left of me.
You can recognize that fighting has begun.
Yeah. And he's looked. He hasn't shifted his body. Where's the dagger? Is it still like up?
It was
or is
pointed towards the building, so it would probably still be pointed towards the building at this point, because these are all happening simultaneously.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look over to the left.
Okay.
I'm gonna notice the gaze, and I'm kind of gonna follow it just a little bit. I'm gonna notice. Would I know it's Koresh?
You have never personally seen Koresh in a shifted form. However, Koresh, do you have any identifiable features when you are shifted that means that this is you, or no?
I mean, probably the closest thing would be the like white hair.
Perfect.
And then, I mean, it would probably still be like the same weapons on me, but there wouldn't be like a full-fledged, like, oh, that's obviously.
Okay, so just out of initiative order, then Kanna, you can roll insight. That'd be fine, and just sort of recognizable or putting two and two together situation.
That is a natural 19.
Yeah. You're like, well, based on the conversation that's been going on, based on Koresh's hair, it looks like Koresh.
Okay.
Because he's still sort of humanoid, just very, like, gray and white, and now bloody and fiery. Sort of mixed and mangled with a black and red dog.
Okay. I am going to take out my crossbow.
Okay.
And so they're actively engaged, right?
Correct.
I'm a new rogue, but I do know that if you have advantage or if someone is engaged with an ally, I get sneak attack damage, right?
Correct.
Would I get to roll sneak attack damage on this if I hit the
dog?
If I hit the dog?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to shoot.
Yeah, because if something is actively engaged with something else, you sort of just auto yes on that.
Okay.
If it's engaged with you, no.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take a shot at the dog.
Okay.
12?
Okay. You hit as you very quickly like pull out your crossbow and shoot it towards Koresh and the pet, sort of rolling around. You're like, don't hit Koresh. You hit the pet for how
Going for
much?
it.
As a bolt comes flying down the walkway,
7.
35 feet away.
That's off the table. 12 points of damage.
Okay. Your bolt goes off, and you can see that it hits the dog. Our music, please. Everything, stop breaking. There we go. You see that the hit goes off, and it hits the dog, but there's no yelping. There's no fear in this dog's eyes or anything. Just like it was before, you heard a small yelp, but this time, as it is completely shifted, it's now fearless. You hit it.
Okay.
A little blood splats, but not too much.
Okay.
Do you have any bonus actions or anything you'd like to do?
Yes, I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run my full movement around the corner and down into that like bridge-like alley. Do you want me to move it or?
Yeah, you can move it. So, Kanna, you disengage with the mystery man, sort of running towards the other side of a different set of buildings, and not the inn. So you're running further away, or further from the inn, towards another part of town.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move. Each square is
Each square is
5
5 feet. Yes.
to 15, 20, 25, 30, kind of hugging the wall
Okay.
of this.
Hugging
Of
the
this
wall
building.
of this building.
Yeah, kind of hugging the wall of this building, kind of staying out of sight of the mystery man for the time being.
Okay. All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to a pet that has been bounding their way forward. They sort of... Where's my... There we go. So a pet from around the corner. As Kanna's running away from the inn, another pet is running to the inn. And they make their way, not completely, but they jump off the walls as they're sprinting down this alleyway towards Koresh and the other pet. So another pet becomes bounding down the alleyway as Kanna makes her escape.
Is that 40 feet?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're fast.
And they are going to, as you can see Koresh, their chest sort of begins to glow. You could tell that it's beginning to charge something.
Oh.
And it stays where it is, it plants its feet, and it begins to take this big breath in as its chest puffs out, glowing brighter red. That brings us to Koresh.
Okay.
If it fire blasts you, it's not my fault.
Okay, one question. It probably, like, silver weapons, would that be a normal thing, or is that more of, like, a special, like, you would have to find a special
It is a
weapon for
specialty
that?
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. At this point, do I have a clear view of the mystery man, or no?
No, they have not. They have not taken any movement as Kanna ran away. You did see
Okay.
the bolt fly and then Kanna ditch, but you haven't seen anyone emerge at this point.
All right, fuck it then. I'm gonna use my axe and then just like swing it, like grab the top of this wolf's like snout, hold it up, and then just send the like axe into its throat.
Okay. That is a roll to hit with advantage because you have it grappled. Actually, if it's grappled, that's an auto hit, so you don't even need to roll to hit.
Would that have given me advantage on an attack just for a future heads up?
No, because you're not the one grappling it, and they were
Okay,
rolling
okay.
around. However, if it's restrained in one spot,
Okay.
then yes, it's an advantage for everybody.
Okay, so auto hit. 1d6 plus 4. Ooh. D6, 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 regular. Okay. That is a 9.
Okay. As you sort of slice this axe across this wolf, you can see its skin splitting, much like yours did, but it seems to be like tendriling back together almost immediately. Do you have any bonus actions or anything you want to do?
I'm trying to figure out. So I have 2-weapon fighting to damage of the second attack, but I don't think I have a second attack, do I?
If you have a smaller weapon in your second hand, you can do an offhand
Okay.
attack
Got it.
with 2-weapon fighting. At least I think that's correct.
Would that cost a bonus action, or is that just like part of the attack?
I think 2-weapon fighting makes it so that you could do that
Yeah,
as a bonus action.
Okay, because I think
Good to
technically,
know.
God, man, I should have looked over this again, because I think I had like 2, like I had 2 hand axes
Yeah,
that so would that count to
Yeah.
like do another attack?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, then yeah, screw it. Just gonna
It's
rinse
just-
and repeat.
If you want to do that as a bonus action, then you can do that as a bonus action. That's your bonus action used. Okay, so roll for damage then. Since you have it grappled, you're actively holding its body. You sliced
so
it
it's
once. You can see that its skin is growing back together almost immediately, like venom, just sort of like picking at itself, like layering in like a weird stitch braid.
So it's the same damage roll, right? Because
Correct.
of the 2-weapon?
Yep.
Okay.
You just found a
7.
letter.
Okay. So as you take the one axe forward, slicing it down, you take another axe lower down on its body and slice it down. You see that damage is being done. The dog is moving less. However, the skin just sort of seems to be regrowing as quickly as possible. Any other movements? Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't. No.
Okay. That brings us to the mystery man, who is going to, for a moment, watch as Kanna makes an attempt at attacking their dog. They turn their body. No one can really see them. They're all alone, so they're doing this to be cool for nobody. They turn their body, and they raise their hand and their dagger, and they draw sort of a rectangle from the floor, and then open it like a door. And they walk into it and disappear.
Oi.
So hot. And we didn't even get to see him.
Do they come out anywhere, or they're just gone? Okay.
That's their turn. Emmy, you're upstairs. You've seen hellhounds running down the way. You've since
I see angry
heard
puppies.
You've since heard some commotion down in the kitchen. Given
Okay.
that it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, it is late, and not a lot of noise is not a lot of noise is happening. So the commotion from a two-story building downstairs would resonate up the stairs.
Okay. So I think since Kanna is not back yet, and Emmy is seeing a pack of dogs running down the street, she'd probably start to be a little concerned for that. So I'm actually thinking she would climb up onto the roof if that doesn't seem too crazy.
Okay.
With however it would look. Because she's in the windowsill. And she's also 5'10". So I think she would try to get herself up on the roof to get like a vantage point to look for Kanna.
So you get yourself onto the roof of the building. I would need an athletics check, please.
Can it be acrobatics?
What are you gonna do for
do
some
it with
flair?
flair.
Yeah, what are you gonna do for some flair to get up on the roof with acrobatics?
Listen, she's probably taken like ballet classes and gymnastics classes and things like that. So she's got these long legs. She probably has decent strength, and so she's just gonna kind of do like a little. Can you do a backflip to get height? I'm trying to think. I don't want it to be too bad. Yeah, I think she would just grab up like it's the bar, and if she's done ballet, she's got a lot of strength from those like little pirouette jumps, you know, and so she's just gonna kind of like boost herself up to there in a dancey way.
I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you.
In my head, I'm imagining, you know, those like little fairy toys where you pull it and they just
Yes,
kind of
it's
go
just
up.
spinning upward.
Oh no, I just think of the one where it goes in the fireplace. Then no.
Immediately.
Yep, me too. 15.
Okay, yeah. So you successfully gymnastics your way sort of up the building, having brought yourself out almost completely upside down. You push yourself up in a handstand, getting your feet onto the roof. You straighten your body out, stick the landing, and stand up straight with your arms up. Very like stick the landing. 10 out of 10. All right, you're on the roof. I will say that's gonna take most half of your movement. So where would you like to go from there?
Okay. I think she would just start heading towards the middle of the roof to kind of get like any peek, and then take a look around and see if she can see Kanna.
Okay.
Anywhere.
Kanna
is kind of the goal.
Yeah, you can do a perception check, and that would be your action. If that's your goal, is just to see where she is, especially since you just did.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
That's who she's looking
Could
for.
Ire roll perception to figure out if they'll be able to hear Emmy doing this?
On your turn, definitely, which is in 2 turns.
Okay.
I'm happy to do that. What did you
hear
get
me
for
clattering on the roof?
Just trying to get, just running.
Me and my heeled boots.
I love this. I love this. What was your perception for Kanna?
21.
Yes. So, sort of slinking against a building, you see down below the kitchen, in the alleyway, you see Koresh fighting in an alleyway, and then you see it in a more open space, Kanna slinking, in the shadows, against a building, sort of getting away.
So even though they don't look like Kanna, but it's like the movements.
Yeah.
I get the vibe of Kanna.
Just
okay.
I had forgotten that they were a person still. But yeah, you see an individual running that reminds you of Kanna, apparently. Okay, any bonus actions?
Just yell out.
I still look like a middle-aged man, but
That was my fault.
I think from the center of the roof, though, Emmy would be like, Kanna! Kanna! Just to see where she's at. She's
now
not
you don't
slick.
need to roll anything, Ire. You definitely know that, that they're on the roof. Kanna, as you're being yelled at, I guess you'll hear it on your turn, rather.
Okay.
Do you have any bonus actions?
Nope.
Okay, that's your turn. We have some additional pets bounding in from the north. They continue on their path around the building, sort of circling. This is sort of their plan. This is their pack tactics. As long as they're within a distance from each other and circling, they're safe. So they keep their turn as just being movement, and that's Ire inside.
Okay, so I have I'm assuming I just have a window.
You have a small window in your room.
And there's no doors that they can enter in.
No, we are on the 2nd floor.
Okay, so, okay.
Yeah, you're on the 2nd floor, so you're sort of looking down, seeing what's going on. And and you hear Emmy on the roof, Kanna! And you and you're hearing some commotion downstairs, sort of across the building.
Okay. So, Ire is going to use, if it could help me at all, their feline agility to get to the roof as well.
Okay.
Because they don't, because I would say, like, I don't have a ton of strength.
I love that this is a roof fight. Yes, get up on the roof.
Yeah, but it's just, like, very much just, like, pull her claws out and then, like, crawls up to the roof.
So you see Emmy
see
sort of
the
at the
hellhounds.
point when you get up there, too.
But I would also see the hellhounds below.
You would, yes.
Okay.
From the roof, you could see clearly the two on your side of the building.
Can I throw an ice knife at Pet 3?
Correct. I don't know why I said correct. Yes.
I was like, I made the right choice.
So
Thank you.
correct. You win D&D. So
You win.
You grab you utilize your nails to get on the wooden pieces of the building, and you crawl yourself up to the roof, turning around, stealthily throwing out that ice knife at Pet 3, which is sort of directly catty corner. Making its turn where the mystery man was facing Kanna, but not quite turning yet.
Would that be with an advantage because they're unaware, or did I make enough noise where they are?
They know where you are.
Okay.
What is your attack roll?
14.
14. So the ice knife very quickly goes into its body. You hear almost a audible singe, like the ice just melts. However, what's your damage? You did hit.
Oh, where's my 10? Oh, yeah. 7.
Okay. 1 second. I'm not going to press minus. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Would that, since it did melt, it wouldn't do the burst effect, right?
Correct. So, as
Okay.
your ice knife goes into its body, you recognize that they are too hot for your ice knife, but you did see that it did pierce it. So you saw that damage was done.
Okay.
How much damage? Who knows? Any other bonus
And-
actions? You've done your movement, you've done an attack.
Would I have any movement left over since all I did was go to the roof?
Yeah, you have half
Because-
movement. Half movement.
Okay. Because feline agility doubles my speed. So I would use, because that, and I'm assuming double the speed means 60 instead of 30.
Correct. So yeah, now you have 30 movement.
I would use the rest of my movement to meet up with Emmy.
Okay.
Point.
Running up to the roof, onto the biggest point of the roof. You now see all the dogs from the top of the roof. And you see a up too late kitchen staff member slinking their way in the dark. Okay.
And then when Ire goes up to Emmy, Ire is going to be like, I have no idea what these things are, but they're so hot. My ice knife does nothing.
I don't know. They're just like big puppies. But like, I don't know where Kanna is, and I'm a little bit concerned.
I would
She's,
not
like, I think she's
classify
over
as
there, but like, I'm not
puppy.
sure.
It's like I've seen puppy before, small and cute, not impervious to ice. Like that puppy right there.
Not
It's like a
impervious
special
to
puppy.
ice. Pet number 2, Granny. As you are looking out the window, you meet eyes with these glowing eyes back at you.
Eyes.
Yeah, you meet eyes with eyes. You meet eyes with the glow and the fire, and it's looking up at you almost directly. And you see that it begins to puff out its chest, and this sort of flame inside of its chest begins to boil and glow. That is its entire turn, but it's looking directly at you. And Granny, that's your turn.
Okay. So Granny pulls out her parasol and kind of there's a window that's big enough for her to like at least kind of lean out of.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So she also climbs on the roof. No. So
Wow.
she puts the parasol up out
I pictured
into
it.
above her out the window and lets the like moonlight kind of shine through the pattern on her parasol, and it puts this like starry pattern onto her body, and she wild shapes into her starry archer form.
Okay.
So I'll take a bonus action, or that's a bonus action. I get to do a ranged spell attack on it.
Okay.
So that's I clicked it to roll for whatever reason. It's a 19 to hit.
None of us get to see this.
I know.
It's
Lucy
a
from
19
Fairy Tale
hit.
over here.
I love it.
Star Dress.
You guys are not seeing the health bars that I'm putting on these, right?
Nope.
No.
Okay. I figured they'd be easier than managing calculators. Great. Okay, 19 to hit. That does hit.
So that is 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will use my action to cast one of my free guiding bolts I have on the same doggo. I don't know why I keep using this thing, but it's working out so far. 20 to hit.
That hits. Is it natural?
No.
Okay. Damn.
Dirty, nasty 20.
Nasty 20.
Nasty 20.
All
So
right.
that is 4d6
Nasty.
points of radiant damage, which will be 15 points.
4d6.
15 additional points.
Yes.
Okay. Granny coming in. All right.
And then I'm just gonna like back away from the window a little bit.
Okay, yeah. You don't have. You're on the second floor, so you don't have any sort of like opportunity attacks happening. You can go where you want with your entire movement. Where are you going?
I'm just gonna go like here.
Okay, so about 15 feet away to the other side of the room, but not quite leaving
Whatever's
your
happening,
room.
I don't want to look at it as a.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, and that's the end of your turn. Anything else?
Yeah, it is all.
All right, pet number 1 back with Koresh. Gonna go in for an additional bite.
Oh, it's fine. It doesn't.
I hope you have a lot of hit points.
Actually, instead of an additional bite, they're gonna set off their rated charge. They exhale a fire at you right onto your body because you are right here. As you are grappled, they are also auto hitting you because they are grappled with you.
Oh,
Sorry. You can make a dexterity saving throw with double disadvantage if you would like to.
Oof, oof,
Try.
oof.
double disadvantage.
Try.
Advantage.
Try to
Double
take half
disadvantage.
damage. Try.
I
Having
believe.
like 3 d20s and you take the lowest of the 3?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Yeah, you take the lowest of the 3.
Okay,
Like
you're
that
just not
elven
making
accuracy
stuff
thing where you get.
up.
I am
Double
not
advantage.
making stuff up.
You're
Double
making
disadvantage is
stuff
real.
up.
Dog eating God.
Ultra
Dex,
definition.
yeah,
Ridiculous.
Dex saving throw. Double disadvantage because
Oh,
you are
that's-
holding this onto your body.
Oh, you're just.
God,
I'm just like
that
watching
sucks.
Koresh get melted. I'm like,
Upper.
oh.
Baby.
He's
6, 7, 8.
being
That's an 18.
weirdly sweet.
You got an 18
This
with
one
disadvantage?
Doesn't care if I
With
breathe.
double disadvantage, I got an 18.
Great, you are going to take half damage. That's really good because this is 6d6 of fire.
Oh my god.
That's a
But
fireball.
I don't have any diamonds.
Oh
I don't
no.
think we even really know what that is right
Okay,
now.
so
I
four-
don't even know how to do that.
Half, you got 10, so 5. 5 points of fire damage on you.
Wow.
You
That-
lucky-
Made out like a bandit.
Made out like a
Whatever you are.
bandit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I'm over here clutching my pearls, and my pearls is my dog. I'm like, not his ears.
Oh my god.
Ow. Okay. That sucks.
Jen before this was like, It's not a big deal. This
It's
fight
not a
coming
big
up.
deal.
Not a big deal.
66.
I'll just
It's a
double
charge
disadvantage.
attack. They have to wait 6 turns now.
It's
All
like
right,
a
Kanna.
hyper beam.
It's a
Yeah, I was
hyper
just-
beam.
It's a hyper beam. Mhm.
All right, Kanna, your turn. Koresh
Okay,
being melted. What you did see as you were slinking off, you did see like a big, like, fire. Like it lit up the area, and in fact has started a fire on the roof of the tavern very quickly.
Oh,
And on the roof of the building across from the alleyway. So everyone up above, so that is Oighear and Emmy, you guys see a small fire starting on the roof of the inn, as well as the roof of the building right in front of you. Environmental damage has begun.
wow. I literally wrote in my notes, I hope this fight doesn't kick us out of wherever we're staying and we have to leave. I literally wrote that this could happen. Okay. I didn't see the mystery man
You did not. No, you ran away.
dimension door or whatever they did
Correct.
out of here. So I still think they're there. Okay. Does Pet 1 have any kind of half cover or 1/3 cover right now where they are?
No, you have direct eyesight with it.
Okay. I am.
The roof above it is
there
on
any-
fire, though.
Did I hear Emmy call my name?
Yes.
Can I can gauge it's from the roof, right?
Yeah. You can look and see
Okay.
that they're just there, like, hello.
Is it an action to tell them
No.
to get off
Speaking
the roof?
free action always. If you guys just straight across the board, if you guys want to say things, please do.
But it's an action to cast a message.
It is.
I'm going to assume they're smart enough to get off the roof. Okay. I am going to
Assume. And on this day, we learned.
Oh, no.
If you see the roof is on fire, you're either going to do something about it or get off the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any kind of check that I can make to determine if killing one of these dogs may set off another explosion, like in Koresh's face?
You can do a. I'd be fine with the history check.
Okay.
Because you haven't done one to see what they are yet, have you?
No.
Yeah, do one now.
Oh, that was pretty good. 20.
Dirty
Filthy.
Filthy, dirty
20s.
20. Yeah, so you recognize these as hellhounds. You know that just having read or experienced time with them, that they do not explode upon death.
Okay.
That's good.
Fantastic. I'm gonna shoot another crossbow bolt
Okay.
at the dog that is currently engaged with Koresh.
Grappled by.
Yes. Let me reduce my quantity. Okay. A 12 hit.
12 does hit. Roll for damage on that bolt.
No, I was thinking out loud. The 12 does hit.
Yes.
I rolled a icky little 20.
Okay,
again.
a little dirty 20 again. That
All
does hit as
right.
well as a 12.
Sneak attack. Damn it! I'm throwing things around.
Panic!
That is much worse. Okay, that's not bad. That's a 1. Sad. Okay. 5, 6, 9 points of damage.
Okay. You see, as this bolt, Koresh holding on to this dog that just blew up the area, it goes lifeless as this last bolt sort of crushes into its ribs, and you just hear like a split and then a soft breath as it just. The flame in its chest goes out and it's fading. It's sort of almost as if it melts like ink into the floor and seeps into the floor, returning to where it whence came.
Do I see that melt?
Yeah.
By chance? I don't know how much. I don't know action economy too well yet.
Mm-hmm.
So can I make a? Would Kanna, knowing Infernal, know stuff about like devils and infernals, like how they die? Would I know?
Yeah, I would say that with your 20 from before, you would
Okay.
know that once they die, they just sort of return back and are reincarnated.
Okay. Okay.
Over and over and over again.
I'm gonna move towards the other side of this alley, so just across the way,
Okay.
kind of hugging. Oh no, it's
Towards
on fire.
towards the burning building? Yeah, okay.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I think I'm actually just gonna stay put. And maybe whisper softly over to Koresh, however loud I need to, just be like, "You owe me a beer later."
Koresh, this middle-aged individual is telling you that they owe you a beer after shooting this dog in your hands. Okay, that brings us to pet number 5, who releases their fire in their chest upon Koresh. This is a dexterity saving throw normal, because you're not holding this dog, you're not doing a saving throw.
You're welcome.
But I do have advantage on it, so...
There we go. Me readying my dice.
11, 21.
Okay, you take half damage. Oh, fuck. Okay, hold.
Dren just rolled 6 6s.
Too good of a roll.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
You take half of 25.
Oh.
12.
12 damage.
Is it 12 or 13?
13. We'll
Okay,
round up.
So,
Putting
I
the
have-
whale into
Is it rounded
whale.
up or down?
I'll round up.
Oh.
I have 10 hit points.
'Kay.
So,
Okay.
um,
So as this fire just... Are you down right now?
well, I have relentless endurance. So when I
Whoa,
drop to
you're
1,
so
I
clutch.
come back up to, or when I drop to 0, I come
Ju-
back up to 1.
So yeah, okay. Are you using that right now?
Ooh.
I mean, you might as well.
Gameplay.
next, though.
Oh yeah, I guess it would. The werewolf form would drop no matter what, right? Like
Correct.
if I went unconscious, it drops no matter what.
Yes.
So even if I come back, I just come back
As regular Koresh, 1 damage.
Yeah, I'll come back.
Okay, so as this fire bursts through this alleyway, setting more of the roofs and the walls aflame, Emmy, Oighear, and Kanna, you all see Koresh sort of collapse within this fire, but you don't see it because the fire is like filling up the area until it goes away.
epic.
Koresh on the floor. What do you do when you have that relentless endurance? Like your body sort of, the hairs coming back in, like your skin coming back, and what happens? Like what do you do to get that 1 HP back
Wait.
amongst
There
the
would
fire?
We'll
probably
make it.
be just an outright moment of pure rage. And just like as he's falling to his knees to collapse, he just like slams his head into the ground to just like override even more pain to just kind of come back.
Okay. So you're just sort of angrily bringing yourself back, like, "Ah!" just shouting through the fire and the flames, literally, as the flames dissipate. But they are not. The houses are now aflame. Like they were a little on fire, but they are on fire. Some wood planks are starting to fall. You could hear people in the building that is across the way from the inn leaving. They're running out of their homes. The houses are on fire. And that is pet 5. Koresh, it is now your turn.
I'm going to use my movement to actually hightail it out of there. Can I run inside and like quickly put on my pants? And like also just kind of get away from this thing.
Are your pants on fire?
They fucking better not be.
They liar,
I'm gonna
liar, pants on
cry.
fire.
Dang, I've already seen one of my party members' dicks.
It
It's
took
been
no time.
Just a
Bonding.
few minutes.
Bonding.
Day
We've been in the
1.
party for less than a full 24 hours. No, like a full 24 hours.
How
10-15 club.
Okay, actually, hold on. I am
Fire looks epic.
I need to see something really quick.
Oh, it's bright. Oh my god.
Does bloodlust only happen if I'm transformed?
If it doesn't state that, then no. If it doesn't say like while transformed, then it's an all the time thing.
Oh. Then okay. Give me a second. Okay, we're good. How messed up is the building? Like before I
It's
run into
burning.
the pants? But is it just like the roof or like entire
Now
inferno
the
inside?
walls, like you are sort of in like a cone, like the walls around you are beginning to fall. 2 huge fireballs have just burnt to a crisp the wooden plank buildings around you.
Can I attempt to just grab my pants and get out really quick?
I'm fine with that, yes. You can grab your pants.
Cool.
1 hit point and you're going for the pants in a fire?
Yeah,
Those are nice pants.
they're nice pants.
Your pants are hard to come by. What can I say?
That's fair.
So
I
I
love it.
guess just depending on wherever they are, I would use my movement to try to probably just get away from this pet number 5.
Okay. You running inside the building to do that?
Preferably if I could just like grab pants and like where's the like try to get just I can't leave a little circle. How do you do the little circle? Or the measure. Hold on, there we go.
Because when you run inside, there is of course like the rest of the tavern to run through and more doors that you could leave. But if you wanted to just
Okay.
grab the pants and run back out into the fire alley, you can. I'm just giving you options here. You have a lot of movement that you could use. It's not in range for an opportunity attack.
I only have 30 feet of movement. I would like honestly just prefer like grab pants and like head just further back away from this thing.
Okay, so you
heading
run
towards that
the
area.
10 feet inside, and then you have 20 feet outside to run down the alleyway. So you run
Okay,
in,
yeah.
grab your pants, sort of putting them on through the fire. And do you have any bonus actions or anything that you'd like to do while you're running?
Let's see. Do I magically have a potion?
You
We
do
did
have a
get
potion,
some
don't
potions.
you?
We did get some
Some of the
potions,
potions
yeah.
It's a potion of hill giant strength.
I mean,
Even
You
give
get a
you
healing
any
potion?
HP?
We did.
It does
We did buy
any of
healing potions
I
though
thought-
as well.
I think
I
everyone
thought we
has
got a healing
one.
potion for everyone.
Yeah, I think everyone has one
Oh,
regular
I didn't
healing
get one.
potion.
I didn't get one. 'cause
But
I
yeah,
was
Kanna
gone
doesn't have
Yeah.
one, so I have
when-
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
If
well,
you
we
wanted to
did
use
have
the
then
one.
I would like chug that
Okay.
and try
Uh,
to vomit because he doesn't.
So
like the
as
taste
a
of them.
bonus action, you can roll for healing.
What do I roll?
Wait, I don't think you've taken an action yet, right? No, you
No,
haven't.
I
So
haven't
you
done
could
an
use your
action yet.
full.
Grab pants.
You could use your full
Okay.
action to take the full amount of healing, or you can do a bonus action to roll for it.
Oh, take the full amount of healing.
Okay.
Please.
Which I think is
Yeah, that's 2d4
yeah,
plus 2.
2d4s. So
2d4s.
'Yep.
10 health.
Oh.
Nice.
And you ran a little further away, chugging this health potion. You could feel the singes sort of on your body beginning to like heal. They're getting warm, but in a good way, not in a fiery way. They're getting warm and then cooling off. You could feel the health potion flowing through your body. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay, Emmy, within the last 60 seconds, you've seen Kanna, you've seen the man in the alleyway, excuse me. You've seen the man in the alleyway
That I assume is
crossbow,
Kanna.
that you're assuming is Kanna, crossbow a hellhound to death, it melting in. You've seen 2 fireballs go off in this alleyway. The building you're standing on is more and more on fire. Ire is next to you. You know that Granny is inside still, and you see Koresh now running down the alleyway. What do you do? Yes, hands.
Just a quick question
Yes.
from my brain.
Yes.
So I know Kanna for sure saw the transformation of me coming out of the wolf.
Ire
into-
as well. And
I
Emmy.
don't know it's
Yeah.
me.
Everyone
And
on the
probably,
roof.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I was just trying
Oighear,
to.
Emmy, and
Okay.
Kanna, but Kanna is old man situation. Yes.
Okay.
So Koresh is running down the hall, running down the alleyway. Emmy, you're on the roof. It's on fire, but you have more things going on. What do you do?
Okay, so seeing that they were attacking the puppies,
Okay.
so I think she's just gonna shoot out a little sacred flame at pet number 5, since that's the closest one to Kanna.
Okay. Is
so
that
I'm gonna do that.
radiant or is that fire?
It's radiant.
Okay.
Radiant.
Okay.
And they just have to make a dex of 13.
Okay.
Dang, level 3.
Super fail. Nat 1.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's, they take 2 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Okay.
Just a little.
Oh, guiding bolt gives advantage. Never mind. Dang, I was like, yep,
Yeah.
next attack. Oh, never mind. Wrong,
Nope.
wrong cantrip.
Just a little sacred flame.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna. So the fire is
wait.
there, and Koresh. I saw Koresh run that way. She's gonna run in the direction towards Koresh, but straight
diagonal
across.
down the roof.
Nope, not diagonal.
okay.
Just straight across.
Okay.
Because if he's running towards an edge, she's gonna run in that direction because she doesn't want to
Okay.
run towards the fire. But yes, straight over. She's got 35.
Okay. Cool. You can move your character on the screen.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
How do I do?
You should.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, so for my own mind,
Yes,
when I thought
right here.
roof, I'm thinking flat, but we're on a vaulted roof.
It is a vaulted roof. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're
Sweet.
on like a peak at the moment.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, running towards the side. I'm also gonna yell Kanna. Then I'm also gonna start yelling fire as I'm running towards the edge.
Okay.
Just to put it out there.
Yeah. Totally. Fire!
And
Fire!
That's where I'll make it to. And I don't
Fire.
think from here. From here, would I be able to see Koresh?
No, no longer.
No longer here. Okay.
Only at the
All right, I'm
peak.
just-
No longer with
But you
this
knew
world.
you knew where Koresh was running, and you're running that direction, so
Yeah.
you'll be able to see him in 5 feet. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Pet number 3 and 4 begin to continue their movements down the alleyway.
Koresh is running right into.
Koresh is running directly to them. Yep. And that is their
How would
movements.
you know?
That brings us to he doesn't. That brings us to Oighear.
Okay. So
Granny just inside, like, there's a dog outside. Oh, no, there's 5 dogs outside, Granny.
I can't believe it. I fought off this dog. Why are you covered in blood?
Okay, can I
This
get
music
a
is so
question
cool.
before I do anything?
Of course, yes.
So with Meta Magic Quicken Spell, it says when you cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action, you can spend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time to 1 bonus action. So does that mean that I could do technically 2 ice knives if I wanted to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Well,
sweet. Knowing
Squid
that-
just played a sorcerer.
Hey, so in Baldur's Gate, yes. In 5e, I think one of them has to be a cantrip.
I
Okay.
see. I think you're right.
It does. Yeah.
So you can do ice knife
I
and then
will
a
still-
cantrip.
Okay, so that still my plan will still work. It just won't be 2 ice knives. So I'm Ira's going to run to the edge of the roof right next to Emmy, and then going to at this point Emmy kind of sees I'm assuming the 2 dogs there.
Yes.
Ira's going to say, I was handling them before. I'm sorry, I should have told you they were there. And then we'll cast Ice Knife. I will roll before I describe what
Okay, yeah.
Ice Knife looks
See what
for
happens. See what
me.
happens.
Yeah.
I described the entire spell and I miss.
And I missed. I took a shot, then I
That's
missed.
also valid.
Yep. I'm here for it.
14.
You hit.
Okay. So what Ice Knife looks for Ire is the frosted tips are more than just frosted tips. It is almost like like when things snap freeze. The snap freeze goes from their chest down through their arm, all through the hairs, just crackling and crackling, and then they eventually just clench their fist, and it just goes into the actual like knife itself. Then they go and throw it. So it's just like a weird icy glow that then does like a big snap into the ice knife itself.
I like it.
Beautiful.
Okay, you throw this ice knife for a hit. What's the damage?
2.
Okay. So you see again that your ice knife hits but seems to singe, almost immediately melting and does not explode. However, you do see again that it did pierce the skin, so you're assuming that damage was done.
And then with that quicken spell with the sorcery points, Ire, seeing that the ice knife was insufficient enough cold, will then cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
And then, again, I'll roll before describing.
Okay.
17.
That hits.
Okay. So Ire will exclaim out, like, that was not cold enough. Let's see if this is cold enough. And then the crackling will again surge, but from the extremities up into the chest to where they will make a huge glow and then push the beam out. And then attack Pet 3 with Ray of Frost.
Perfect. What is the damage?
Where's my D8?
Gorgeous
Where is she?
descriptions.
There she is.
Yeah, that
We
sounds
love
dope.
descriptions.
8. Period.
How many?
8.
8. Okay.
Where?
You see that for a moment, the ice flicks onto the skin, and you can see that the damage was taken. It's frosted on one side as you hit it, but it quickly sort of steams off. Damage was done. You can see it's moving a little slower. But
Oh, so it does do the reduced 10 feet?
yeah, it'll be a little slower.
Ooh.
You can see it's moving a little slower, but the ice melts as quick as you give it to it. Okay, any bonus actions or anything? I think you bonus actioned quickened, but any more movement? Anything else?
Since speaking is a free action, I did see Koresh move down that alleyway, right?
You did, yeah. Now you're in the same situation as Emmy, where you started running down the roof, and you are going to assume that Koresh is going to pop out from that corner.
Would I be able to like yell out, just that 2 dogs coming this way?
Yeah, totally.
Like a warning? Okay. So Ire will say, scream out to Koresh, like, do not wander over that corner. 2 dogs are coming that way, and you're already hurt.
Koresh putting his pants on, jumping down the alleyway.
Trying to get dressed.
Shoot!
One hand on pants, running, tripping. One hand drinking a potion.
So pet number 2 is going to release its flames into the window of Granny. It is going to... you can
smart,
do
Rebecca.
dexterity with an advantage, because you're just on the edge of its cone at a diagonal like this.
Okay. Not amazing. 12.
Okay. So as your room begins to engulf itself in flames,
God.
you take half damage. Good job. Good job. Ooh.
I don't love that.
13 is full, so half
Oh,
13.
okay.
Okay.
We're rounding up.
We're rounding up, yes.
Okay.
And that's including for you guys. If we're rounding on you guys' attacks, we'll also round up.
Okay.
Okay.
Jen comes to
Huh. All right.
Okay. So that is pet number 2, engulfing your room into flames. You take a little bit of damage from the heat. Your room is now sort of like your items, your things are now starting to engulf. It's your turn.
So yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, where is my shit in all this? Can I grab it and like? Is it on fire already?
It is beginning to burn. I will get, like, since your turns are so close together, I will give you, like, an opportunity to do what you want with your stuff as if it's happening simultaneously. You are also hearing the yelling from the roof as Oighear is shouting out to Koresh. You heard there's 2 dogs. You heard Emmy up on the roof yelling, Kanna! So you're assuming that everyone around you is awake. Things are happening, and you're not the only one being attacked by a dog.
Right. Okay. And how much fire is in this room, would you say?
I'd say 10 feet on the wall only, nearest the window and potentially the bed. The bed is beginning to burn.
So I have an idea
Okay.
that I kind of want to do, maybe.
Okay.
Because I don't know that Granny really knows the scope of what's happening here necessarily.
Okay.
So I think I want to run down into the bathroom because I had a tub that I bathed in earlier.
Right here.
So I want to like get as much water in my trunk as I can.
Okay.
And try and spray the room down.
Okay.
To see if I can save the inn because I don't
love
know it's on
this.
fire
Okay,
elsewhere.
Okay.
But I think she would try to do that.
Yeah, if you wanted to utilize your action to do that, I am perfectly happy to have that happen.
I don't know how effective
trunk.
that is, but
Well, do you have trunk mechanics?
it's, let's see. I can't like wield a weapon with it.
Yeah.
But I can use it as a snorkel. I can hold like some objects with it. It doesn't say really specifically what you can and can't do.
Okay.
Let me pull up the racial stuff.
Well, if that's the case, I'm happy to DM answer it and say, yeah, that makes sense to me, and I'm happy to have that happen. So
Okay.
you run into the room, grab yourself a trunk full of water, and you run back, sort of spraying it haphazardly, like trying to get the fire out. You get about 5 feet of fire out.
Okay. I'll just try and grab my stuff then and be like, I tried.
I tried. Okay.
If it's not spreading too fast, maybe I'll do it later. But my stuff is too important to me to.
Okay. So you grab
Let it
your
burn.
things, and where do you head to?
I don't know how much movement I would have left after going in there and coming
I'd
back.
say half movement to go in
Okay.
there, come back, maneuver.
I'll go out into the hall so I can be like, "Hey, everyone!" she like looks down the hall and sees that no one's doors are open because everyone climbed out the window.
That's true.
And she's like, "Everyone, wake up! There's a fire in the inn.
I love this.
I'm being attacked by a hellhound." No one comes out.
This is amazing.
Good nightmare.
No one cares.
I'm certain of it.
I'm having
Go back
a
to bed, Granny.
nightmare. Oh. All right, Granny,
All right,
running through the
girl.
halls. Kanna, back to you. You have killed one of the hellhounds. You see Koresh running with his pants down the alleyway. You no longer see Emmy and Oighear on the roof of the building as they have sort of made their descent. You know that there's one dog that has set off a huge fire in the alleyway. What are your movements? What are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to assume they tried to get off the roof because I can't see them anymore. And Koresh is running by me, pulling his pants up. I'm going to provide some covering fire for my pantsless friend here.
Okay.
And I'm going to move up, would you say 10 feet to not have any cover on the dog?
Yeah.
On pet 5?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move up 10 feet towards Koresh.
Okay. Koresh, you're
And
like being approached by the middle-aged worker. Pulling-
I'm just gonna say in my disguised voice still, "Don't worry, man, I got you." And I'm gonna kind of kneel down at an angle and pull out my crossbow, like pretending like I'm commando a little bit.
Okay.
Just kneel down, and then take a shot with my crossbow
Okay.
at 5.
Roll to hit.
Tending to be commando while Koresh is
Wow,
commando.
Koresh is commando.
Yeah. Oh, that is a 6.
That misses. You sort of lose it in the fire. Like it's more like alarming than you realize as you're trying to aim. The flecks of the fire come out and sort of like throw you off your game. You shoot it into one of the burning buildings. It just sort of gets lodged in the already burning wood. Do you have any bonus actions that you'd like to do?
I am going to. Is this thing on the roof like a chimney? If underneath me?
Yeah. Yeah, there's chimneys on the roofs.
Okay. I would like to move down 20 feet to the corner of the building.
Okay.
And then bonus action hide.
Okay. That is a thing you can do as a rogue.
Do I need to roll for a stealth check or
Nope.
no?
You can bonus action hide.
I am hidden.
Perfect. Okay.
Just say like sorry as I miss.
Pet number
Got you, man.
5.
Never mind.
Sorry. Also, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
No worries. Pet number 5 makes their way down the alleyway, realizing that disguised Kanna had turned down this alleyway. They start to head that direction, but no longer see Kanna. So they turn towards Koresh, utilizing the rest of their movement, and head for a bite attack on Koresh. Hiya! With a 9 to hit. All right. They sort of bite at you, but miss as you're jumping stealthily through the pantsless movement, and it's your turn. Pants on fully now, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
We hope.
Okay, this thing is within like fighting range of me.
Yes, it is within distance. It just ran up to you and tried to bite you, but missed.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna swing at it. I'm just gonna fight it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do a weapon attack.
Perfect. Roll to hit.
That's a 10.
That hits.
Oh, hooray!
Okay, so as you sort of turn to meet this pet, it comes bounding at you, and it attempts to bite you, but you sort of stealthily get yourself out of the way, but in position to swing back in retaliation. What's the damage?
Ooh, 10.
Okay. You feel your weapon sort of slice through its skin, but again, it's doing that, like, just reconnection tissue almost immediately. What's your bonus action?
I would probably, because I have the two-handed weapon, I would just attack again if I can.
Okay, you can, because you have your two-handed. We'll roll to hit.
That's a 21.
Was that a natural 20 or no?
No.
Okay. All right, that hits. The damage on that second slice.
8.
Perfect. You can see that this is getting beaten down, even though it has the skin that just seems to be reconnecting as quickly as possible. You sort of are getting that impression that if you keep attacking it, the damage will stick, but it seems to be healing itself. Any additional movement? Any additional actions?
You should have left, but oh well, we're here.
All right, Emmy, from the roof. You've seen, you've run down the roof, so you're now seeing that you and I are attacking from the roof these two dogs that are running down the alleyway. You sort of begin to hear a mumbled, "Hello? There's a fire! I'm being attacked!" Things like that inside as well.
Can I roll to see if I can tell that it's Granny?
You can tell it it's Granny. It's
Can I
okay.
just
You
tell
don't
that it's
need to roll.
Granny?
You can just tell
I know it's my
Granny.
girl. I know it's my girl, Granny. Okay. Granny, we're on the roof.
Candy for someone who will help me.
Granny, we're on the roof. Get out of the building. It's on fire.
Almost like I can hear her now.
With those ears, I would hope so.
All right, on the roof.
Okay. So on the roof, I move forward just a step so that way I can see pet 3. And I am going to go ahead and do another sacred flame at this guy.
Okay.
And it's a dex save.
Okay. Nat 20.
Oof.
I think they still... maybe they don't. Yeah, they don't take half.
Okay. So
Okay.
you cast your
Let me, like,
sacred flame. They sort of dodge
What's up?
dodge roll themselves out of the way as this flame sparks into the floor. But it has now like officially really noticed you and has stopped moving in the middle of the road and is looking
Okay.
at you. So you
So
have
we're
at
like-
least engaged it directly.
Okay. If I wanted to try to climb back into the building, is that an option?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
There doesn't
Would it-
seem to
would it
be a
have to
window
be an
on the
action, or
side
can
you
they do
are,
that,
though.
like-
That would be an
Is there
action,
not one
yeah. I
right
would
here?
say you could do
Is
your...
that not a...
There's a window there.
I figured that was a window right there, like right above me.
Yeah, to your left, but yes. I would say
Yes.
half movement to sort of jump in like we've been doing. The half movement to go up or down situation.
Okay. Yeah, I think I want to jump back in there.
Okay, the
'Cause I
window
heard
is
Granny.
closed,
Okay.
so you have to
So it's
either...
not gonna go well.
It's not gonna go well. You could try to break the window or figure out how to open it from the roof.
I think she's just gonna look down and kind of like tap it and realize that it's she can't open it because
Okay.
it doesn't seem because it probably opens out.
Yeah, it's a...
It's like an open out. yeah.
Correct. The one that you had gone through
Um,
was a open from the inside situation.
Okay. Then I think with that, I'm gonna kind of just shift down a little bit
Okay.
away from that because I know that there's another dog down there too.
Okay, so you shimmy
that'll
yourselves
be
towards
it.
the other end of the roof,
Yep.
continuing the roof fight.
Mhm.
As you continue to shift, the fire begins to grow on both buildings.
I'm also still gonna yell fire again
okay.
in case if it will alert anyone in these different houses over here. So as I'm running down
Yes.
the roof, just yelling
Exactly.
fire.
As the fire is beginning to grow,
Oh my God, like, it's a
essentially,
fire.
essentially running with Koresh, this fire seems to be like growing on the roofs. You could hear and see like lights coming on inside of homes. You could see people sort of running out, smelling fire. The town is getting louder and more commotion is happening as people are exiting the vicinity. That brings us to pet number 4, who is the most corner piece. He's going to run to pet number 3, who has engaged Emmy and Oighear on the roof, turn their attention towards Emmy and Oighear on the roof, and you see him begin to breathe in. Glowing their chest, and the same with 3, begins to breathe in glowing chest. Oighear, you're on the roof. You see them sort of building this fire in their chest. Having seen it happen from the roof, you know exactly what's going to happen the next time, or if you're given enough opportunity to breathe and build.
Would there be any water around that Oighear would know about?
There's water in the baths, and there's water in the kitchen, and there's running water in the kitchen, rather.
If I used shape water, would I be able to manipulate it from on top of the roof?
Not unless you see it, I would say.
Okay.
So if you were to go in, find the water, and manipulate it that way, yes. But from the roof, thinking of the water is not enough.
Okay. Oighear is going to throw an ice knife.
Okay.
Specifically, if I have that level of aiming for the throat or
Okay.
chest.
Okay. So, you are going to throw your ice knife once more. Roll to hit. You're going for pet
Okay.
3 again?
Yeah, 16.
Okay, so the one that you've been attacking, you hit once more with an ice knife. What's the damage?
Where's my 10? That's you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oop. Is this the right one? It is. Okay. In that case, 4.
Okay.
I'm learning as I
You're
go.
doing great. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you. So once again, you see this ice knife sort of singe its skin and immediately melt. It does not explode. You're beginning to realize that potentially you're not doing a lot of damage with your ice knife.
Okay.
Any bonus actions?
Mm. Since I have 2-weapon fighting, would I be able to throw a weapon for bonus?
Well, you didn't. So for 2-weapon fighting, you would have to do a melee attack in order to do a second melee attack. But since you did a magic attack, you could do something else. Does that make sense?
No. Something else. What's something else? I'm slow.
That's okay. If you have 2-weapon fighting, you have to hit with a weapon first in order to hit with your second weapon. But since you did magic, that second weapon attack no longer is applicable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period. And then, with that being the case, I will. How far is the range of you? 60. Whoop. Okay, so I will use Healing Word level 1
Okay.
on Concho from the roof.
Perfect.
Which is a 1d4. Where's my 4? There you are.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. 4, period. 4 plus 2, so 6.
Yay!
And, I
Health.
will then,
Health.
and then Ire will, quite expeditiously run the fuck the other direction
Okay.
from the 2 beds. Specifically over, click here, and then, I will then shout to Emmy, what were they gonna say? I'm sorry, my eyes seems to be doing nothing. They look quite dangerous. Please leave now. We have to get off the roof.
Cool.
Seeing that the fire is spreading, you sort of take a retreat from the corner, fighting the dogs from above. Granny, down below, you're hearing like the stomping of things running above you. You also heard people yelling, "We're on the roof!" And that brings us to pet number 2, who is burning the building on Granny's side. It is going to take
dang it.
a leap indoors. It is going to use most of its movement to jump through its own fire. And
Does it take fire damage?
it does not take fire damage.
They're probably
Oh,
immune.
God.
Yeah.
It just tickled.
If anyone was watching, this dog just appears through the fire as if it was born out of it. It bounds out the hallway. Granny, you see this dog bounding. It sort of like hits the wall. They're a little doofy, but it's also angry and aggressive and coming towards you.
Of course.
And it comes to attack with a bite with a 19 to hit.
That
Ooh.
does hit.
Okay. Bite does D8. Boop. That is 11 points of piercing damage. So as you're bitten, I'd say it sort of bites like the larger leg and foot of Granny, and you feel this heat from its mouth as it begins to singe your skin as well, with 7 points of fire damage.
I'm in danger.
Ugh.
18.
It did a lot of damage, but that's all it's got. Granny, it is your turn. That's all it's got. That's all it's got.
Yikes. Cool. Well, that really changes a lot of what was planning to do.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Easy.
Yes.
Question, because
Yeah.
me and my Pathfinder brain gets confused. Do I have disadvantage on a ranged attack since they're directly next to me?
Yes.
Okay. Most of my spells are ranged attacks, so I will. I'm just gonna try anyway, I guess, because I don't have anything else to do really, and
got
it's right
this.
up on me. So I will do the same thing again, I guess, that I did last time. I'll start with a guiding bolt,
Okay.
remembering to actually use a die. A natural 20. This is why I use dice.
Hey, that's
This is why I
double
use
damage.
dice.
Double damage rolls.
So I'll just roll this twice on here because that's too many. 14 plus 15. So 29 points of damage.
Okay.
Radiant.
Please explain to me how this radiant damage
Oh,
melts.
wait. I didn't roll it with disadvantage.
You didn't roll with disadvantage?
I didn't roll the
I'll take it. I already
wait,
said it.
wait.
I already
No,
said it.
no.
No, you want to do disadvantage? Okay.
I don't feel right. I don't feel right.
Okay. I'm here for
It's
it.
it's a 21.
Not natural.
Not natural.
Okay, so
that's
no double
14 points of
damage.
damage.
Okay.
14.
Oh. Please explain to me how your radiant damage melts
well,
away.
I wouldn't
This
have been able
hellhound.
to sleep.
I know. No, that's fair. That's fair. It had 12 points left. So.
Just a single beam of moonlight through the blinds.
Right, where the fire is burning away the
It's just like
the ceiling.
Unblinking eyes looking at the ceiling like, I didn't roll with disadvantage.
All right. How did your radiant damage take out this hellhound and send it back to hell?
So she brings out this sort of brilliant, kind of starry, sparkly energy, and kind of awkwardly throws it towards it because it's so close to her, and she doesn't want it to bite her again because she's about to fucking die. So she throws it. It looks like it's going to be a direct, amazing hit, and then she like just slightly messes it up a little bit when she remembers she has disadvantage. And it like goes into where its throat is, where it was, generating all that heat before, and it sort of pierces in, and you can see maybe it's trying to heal itself through this radiant damage, and those tendrils are kind of trying to hold it together, and it just kind of slowly expands and pops into that liquidy ink
love
that
a
you were
pop
describing.
of ink. Woo, gross. Love
Granny
it.
getting just wiping this ink off of her.
Okay. As it dies, that was your action. You still got movement,
That's my
bonus
action. Yeah, I will go ahead and bonus action healing word myself.
Please help.
For 5 points of damage. And then I'm going to try and go downstairs. I don't know. Is this first square next to me the entrance to this staircase?
Yes.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay, so I think I can get just... If the stairs end there, downstairs,
Correct.
then I would be at the bottom of
Okay.
the stairs.
So you head yourself down the stairs into the inn.
Is there anyone in here?
There is no one. They have all cleared out. You guys had the area to yourself. They said they'd see you in the morning.
Oh, there was no staff
No staff is here.
at all?
I feel so bad. Like,
They all left. It's closed. They knew you were here. There's some maybe a person or two that's also in the rooms, but you guys have just sort of went in, hung out, did your own stuff. But yeah, so you're down in the empty, closed, burning tavern. Okay. I believe that's the end. Anything else?
Yes.
Okay, Kanna.
that's all.
Okay. Peeking my head around the corner, I'm gonna see the dog engaged again with Koresh. And I'm gonna kind of slide out stealthy like and get into my commando stance again and fire another crossbow bolt at it with sneak attack, right?
Yes. Because it's
Fire
engaged.
another crossbow bolt. Let's see. Okay. That is a 12.
That hits.
I'm sorry, 13.
That hits as well.
Let's go. Okay, roll damage. Oh. Okay. 12 points of damage.
Ooh. Okay. You can see that this thing is getting pretty low, as if to sort of huddle itself together to keep its damage contained, but it is still attacking. Con, any bonus actions or movement?
My bonus actions. I'm just gonna bonus action hide again, back around the corner.
All right. Bopping in and out of battle as rogues do. That leads us to Pet 5, who is still engaged with Koresh, going to for an attack. It's 13 to hit.
Misses.
All right, that's another miss on the pet. It doesn't have a charge yet, so that is your turn.
Oh.
Kill it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna rinse and repeat.
Kill it.
Kill it.
You know what? Why don't we do something fun? Right. Yeah, I'm going to, with a flourish, drag my scimitar across my chest to
Okay.
activate the Crimson Right.
Yes.
Ooh.
Fancy.
I take
Almost
1d4.
vested. But coming back with the
Six.
Crimson Right. We love us.
That's 2 on that. Bop. Okay, so yeah, do that and then just take a swing like usual.
Okay, rolled hit.
Is your sword on fire?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
16.
16 does hit.
Okay. So
What type of damage does your Crimson Right do?
This does. I should know that. Does it pick that? It says that like on the type determined by the chosen right. But I feel like I should know that.
It's okay, once you find out now, you'll know for the rest of time.
Oh, I can dash. Oh shit, I should have known that.
You choose one of the Crimson Rights. So whichever one you picked is the energy type you're doing.
Okay.
So it's Flame, Frozen, or Storm.
Ooh, you can have storm damage?
Yeah.
That's
did
badass.
fire.
You did fire? Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh god,
It's
is
just
it
the
immune?
extra damage is fire.
The extra
Doesn't
damage is
convert
fire.
all
You,
of
you
it.
still have the scimitar
So-
attack, so yeah.
Mhm.
You just do extra, definitely
Imagine.
definitely not immune damage.
So that's 7 regular damage
Okay.
with the scimitar, and then that would be a 2 for the fire damage.
You know what's really funny? Is I need you to describe how this hellhound is sent back to hell because it had 5 HP left. Koresh
Nice.
coming down with a flaming scimitar onto this hellhound. Please, how did it die?
Damn, I've got to see your whole repertoire.
So as I bring it across my chest and light it on fire, I would preferably like to, instead of just swinging into it, like fully wrap around it and like do that full like yank and spin it out, and just hopefully, I don't know, blood or something just like,
As it spins, it sort of
sprays
is
out.
like breaking into ink blots and just spraying everywhere as it rains down but seeps into the floor. You have a moment of reprieve. Any movement or bonus actions? I think the Crimson was your bonus action. Any movement?
Yeah. No. Just taking some deep breaths.
Okay, all right. Emmy, up on the roof. Ire
Up on the
ran
roof.
away.
Alone.
Yep, Ire
Okay.
said, get
Again.
inside,
Get
run
the
away.
fuck out. Specifically
Go
said,
down.
go the other direction. Go the other direction. I was
I'm
like,
gonna
sis,
look
they're
down.
glowing.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna look down at the puppies
Mm-hmm.
and be like, "You guys are being so rude. You need to take a nap." And I'm gonna cast sleep on both of the puppies and see if it works.
Okay, so it's
Oh.
health based. How many points do you go into?
5d8.
Okay,
So...
yeah.
Doo-doo-doo. That was not great.
Whoa. Wait, so
Um,
if it has less than the amount of hit points that is
Correct.
rolled,
It takes away from the HP, and if the HP is reduced to 0, then it falls asleep.
Yeah,
I just love
21.
that Aya's reaction is to run, and then Emmy's just like, no.
21,
First.
Yeah,
and you cast that on.
on both of them, but I think it's whichever one has less
Yeah.
is affected first.
It is. So the pet number 3, you see the fire in its chest sort of diminish as it gets down like a sweet little dog. Fur sort of regrowing from that leathery skin back into its original form and just curls up. Little Z's appearing from its drawing. And it goes to sleep.
Good baby.
It's asleep. The other one, not asleep. No, not even a little bit.
Like,
But
lay down.
you successfully put pet
Lay
number 3 to
down.
sleep. The fourth dog sort of looks at the third dog, confused, but looking up at Emmy, releases its fire as the rest of the fire begins to grow some more.
Oh wait, I can still move though, right?
You can, yes. Did you have more that you wanted to do here? That's probably
I mean,
a
I
good
can't
plan.
tell him to lay down and try to animal handling control this dog. I assume.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, where did you want to move to?
Because if it's not gonna sleep,
The fire growing was
gonna-
technically right after your turn, so that's okay. It's still
Yeah.
yours.
Oh my God,
I'm
it's so big.
trying to figure out where my window was. Because I would try to go back to my window.
Okay, yeah, you take a few
Is
feet.
it like over here?
Yeah, you're there, about 25 feet away. You run towards your window at the instruction of Ire to get the hell out of there. Pet number 4, looking at pet number 3 falling asleep, does blast the building and takes the full damage here.
Oh God.
Because buildings don't have decks.
Correct.
Make a dexterity saving throw, building.
Building nat 20s, the
Oh
fire
my
doesn't do
fucking
anything.
Yeah.
It reflects the fire.
That's 27 points of fire damage. The wall
Oh my
completely burns up and begins to fall. The second story is now falling into the first story, where Ire's room was. So if Ire had items in there, it is now burning away as we have fire. It's filling up.
Holy shit.
Make it a little smaller. Filling up.
Fortunately, Ire is technically nomadic, so not a ton of stuff. If it's not on her person, it's
Your statues.
oh
All
no,
your
my ice
carvings.
that I made of ice, so it's probably
They're
gonna
melted.
burn up anyways.
All right.
I
Pet
go back
number
in for them
3.
to melt
What
things.
what do they roll to wake up from sleep? Is it con? Or is it wisdom?
I'm looking.
Or are they just asleep?
They might be asleep for the
Just asleep.
duration.
I think
unless
they're
someone
asleep
wakes
for the
them up.
duration.
Damaged.
Okay, cool. Easy.
Which is a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the rest of the time. Perfect. All right. The fire has
Rest of
grown.
time.
We are back to Ire, who has found a window near the stairs. You actually, when you're going towards this window, you see Granny bursting into the room and then running down the spiral staircase through the window. So, Ire, what's your moves?
Okay, since it is a vaulted roof, would I still have vision on pet 4 and pet 3?
You do not. Not where you're at.
No. Okay.
Oh, are you still on the roof?
Yes.
They just ran to a different part of the
I
roof.
thought you went in.
See, Emmy had responsible, like, oh, window is open response. I was like, glowing dog, run. And what we're observing on how the building is the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are now on the first floor. I have that up, but if you jump into the second floor, I can pull it back up.
Okay, so I will jump into the second floor.
Okay.
And is this
That's a bath.
water?
Yes.
That is a bath.
So you're running
Okay.
into the building looking for water.
Okay, so how much movement would I have left from 30 going into the window?
Half your movement speed going into the window. So if you had
Okay.
35 movement speed, you'll have half of that.
Okay, so if I went to here...
17.5, so 18 movement speed left, which is
Yours
we'll just
is
round
30
up to
though,
we'll
right?
just round up to 20. You have 20
Okay, so-
20 movement speed left.
So if I went here, would I know that the bath's here?
Yes, because you
Okay.
all took baths earlier.
So...
Maybe not all,
and in,
but most of you did.
in an effort to reduce the flames, could I then shape the bath water, into the fire that's growing from what used to be Granny's room wall
Yeah,
to try
definitely.
to make an opening?
So you're grabbing
Yeah.
this water and you're sort of bringing it up into a ball, almost water bending style, and just sort of throwing it against the fire on the walls. It is successful. You're taking it out a cube at a time. So with your movement, you took out 5 feet of fire.
Nice.
Good job.
Okay.
Anything else? Any bonus actions?
100 feet to go.
And then that will be all, actually, because I'm
Okay.
pretty much out of movement.
All right, Granny, on the first floor.
Okie dokie. So I don't know if there is anything that we've seen nearby that looks like a well or like a bigger source of water.
In the middle of town, there was the big water feature going into the mage's school. However, you're across town.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna try to. I'm just gonna go out the front door here. It's this, right? My left.
Yes.
My left.
Yeah.
So I'll.
The
see if
big
I can-
double doors that sort of
Yeah.
open up. This is the spinning door situation that
Oh,
Oighear
yeah.
was running through. Yes.
Oh, I just realized that I, without even thinking, saved the revolving door.
You saved the
I
door.
have to save it.
You saved the revolving door. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Let
Priority.
me put myself back so I can measure all my movement. I put myself under ire.
I fix.
Ooh.
There you go.
Thank you. So we'll run out here. Can I see what this barrel is?
Sure. Yeah, so you run out the building, you find yourself in front of some shipment containers and things that are sort of stacked up outside. Doing a quick glance through, you see rice, beans, things written on the outside of them. You don't even have to
Okay.
open them up to see. They're all written outside. And it seems to be food, not like a barrel of water or anything.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
All right.
Mother it with rice.
I don't have any spell that's like rain or anything. I'm the worst druid.
We need the flower explosion all over again.
Right.
To,
just
put
burn
this
the
out.
entire building down. So she's looking around, trying to see if there's any sort of water source out here, but I don't think she really sees anything. So I'm just gonna go back inside.
Okay.
And what are these tubs? Would I know what these?
They're next to the kitchen. So it's the public bathroom. These
Okay.
are the running water and the sinks and things like that.
Okay, I will use my action to run, just so I have enough movement to get to them.
So you're gonna dash.
Yeah.
Okay. So you dash out of the building, look for water, dash back into the building, and you're like, oh, right, there's sinks next to the kitchen. When we were there eating, we sort of scoped out the place, and you saw that there was some running water in the bathroom. So you ran to the public bathroom in the tavern. Anything else after dashing?
She's just gonna start sucking up water.
Okay, she's preparing. Kanna, outside, you see that the last dog was spin killed, and there's no dogs around you. But you're still seeing a whole lot of fire around. The buildings around you, like people are rushing out of them. I'd say at this point, most of the way through the fight, the buildings seem to be clear. You're not seeing like families. You're not hearing like the hurriedness, and you're not seeing anyone sort of even coming to the fire.
Okay. Would I have been able to hear some of the conversation on the roof about the dogs on the side of the building?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would know they're over there. I am going to bonus action dash.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Do you have to move only up and down, or can you move diagonal
You can
as
move
a
diagonally.
5 foot square?
You can move
Okay,
diagonally.
20, 25, 30. Bonus action dash to here.
Okay,
And
so
then
sort of like staying with the building, moving past Koresh. Koresh seeing this middle-aged person really involving themselves in this fight, like not evading themselves, just jumping in. So you continue. Now you're at the corner where, if you looked past the corner, this was where the fight began with the mysterious man who disappeared, and down the alleyway you see 2 dogs.
Okay. As I run past Koresh, I'm just gonna say in my disguised voice, "Nice pants." And then I'm gonna peek around the corner, take 5 feet of my regular movement to crouch peek.
Okay. Love a crouch peek.
Do I have disadvantage on this dog? Because it's over 30 feet away? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's 40 feet away?
On a crossbow? No.
Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to... Does it have advantage because it's sleeping? Oh, it's
Yeah, on
technically
the
prone.
on the
I would have
sleeping one you
disadvantage.
have disadvantage because it's prone. Yeah, it's sleepy.
Okay.
It's big eepy.
Then I'm going to fire at the one that's not prone.
Okay. So the further one above the sleeping dog. Great. So you pull out your crossbow, sort of aim with your crouch peeking, and roll to hit.
Oh, that is a 15.
That hits.
No sneak attack, though. Right?
Correct.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to kind of continue this trend of commando and move across the alleyway over to this side of the building and kind of hide around the corner.
Okay. So they're dashing from building to building and just making sure that they're able to maintain their sneak attacks. Anything else that you like to do?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Koresh, you're up. You know that there's 2 dogs around the corner. There's fire to the left of you. There's fire behind you. This man keeps running by you and involving himself in your fight.
I'm just a concerned citizen.
Yeah.
Would, at this point, because I feel like Kanna has run by multiple times, would the scent change with this magic?
You
or
do
would
have
I be
heightened
able to-
senses. I'm down for an insight check.
Okay.
You're
Can
like,
I-
what is happening?
Can I deceive him with the roll?
No.
Dang it.
Perfume roll
Yeah,
for perfume.
roll for perfume.
Yeah.
Because also,
that's
it
a
wasn't magical, right? It was a
14.
hit.
That's the statement. Say again.
14.
14. You're smelling a man. You're smelling a person who works here. At this point, no, you do not get the sense that this is Kanna.
Got it. Oh Man, I don't. Is there any commotion now? Like, I feel like this building's been on fire. Are we getting a sense of like normal people are starting to notice this?
Normal people have been running out of their buildings during this
Okay.
entire combat. It's beginning to actually quiet down. Like, most of the buildings have been evacuated. They've all run out of town. Some of them screaming for the Magi to come and help, like, come water the buildings down. Like, essentially, there's people going to get, like, help. None of them have returned at this point. The other commotion you're hearing is, of course, Oighear and Emmy on the roof shouting to run. You hear some commotion with Granny inside yelling, "Hello, I'm being attacked!" So, like, you're hearing things happening around for sure. But at this particular moment in time, there's a lot of fire and wood breaking sounds. There's maybe a couple stragglers that are leaving their homes, but otherwise it's the quietest it's been for the past 2 minutes of this fight, I'm assuming, is how long it really has been.
Are there actually horses in this barn?
There's not. That's just
Okay.
Ignore this.
Just wanted to make sure. Okay.
They're
Same
not there.
thought. I was like, wait a second.
No horses in the barn.
No animals were harmed in the making
No
of this
animals
episode.
were harmed.
I guess what I would do would be to like move to this corner
Okay.
and just keep an eye out on these dogs to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, so you head to the corner where the fight started, where like the mystery man was sort of being aggro on Kanna. You look and you see a dog down the way and another dog. So you do see the two dogs that have been called out to you. The pet number 4, the dog that was just shot at, is looking your direction. At least towards the direction of the corner of the building. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's all that's all I can really do.
Okay. Emmy. Having popped into the second floor here.
Well, before I pop, can I look and see if I see anyone coming towards the building since I'm still on the roof?
Yeah.
Like,
you can do a
are
perception
people
check.
coming to put this fire out?
Yeah, you can do a perception check.
I think a 19. Yeah, 19.
From the roof of the building, you're seeing like a lot of people running out, but not people running
Okay.
in yet.
Okay. Like, totally get some help. Okay, bye. And then I'm gonna go into my room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna grab, obviously, I don't know if I had my bag or not, but I'm gonna grab my bag of holding
Okay.
and try to stuff anything in that was already out.
Okay.
And if I see any of Kanna's stuff, but I don't think she ever came to the room.
Mm-mm.
I did not.
So I'm just gonna grab that and then try to make my way out.
Okay. So
So I
half
should
your
have-
movement was from the roof into the room, grabbing your stuff. So you have half movement to
Yeah.
move where you want to go.
Which is 17, but really it's like 15.
Yeah.
So I have to go, what? 1, 2, and then out.
Yeah. There we go.
Doot, doot, doot.
So
That's
out
this
of
little
the
clip
room.
right here. That's the extra 2.5 feet.
There we go. So you see Oighear in the hallway, shape-shifting water, essentially, like throwing it out. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that's it, because my action would have been grabbing all the
Yeah,
stuff.
grabbing all the things would be like what you did that turn. So, pet number 4 outside, who just lit up the entire building, has completely destroyed essentially the second floor. Oighear's room begins to bound past pet number 3 towards the corner, continuing their onslaught. They did not make it, however. And that brings us to pet number 3, who's Big Sleepy, and back to Oighear, who's inside.
BB.
Big Sleepy.
Sleepy puppy.
Okay. Wait.
The fact that I thought this was going to be a short fight, it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes, is crazy to me. Noted for the future.
Oighear's gonna go downstairs.
Okay. Which enters you into the tavern that you guys sort of spent your evening in before going out on your sleuth adventures.
Okay, and then
From downstairs, you do see that the tavern wall, just under Granny's room, is on fire. It has burned both stories.
I am going to have Oighear continue their Pup Patrol firefighter fantasy.
Okay.
And shape more water from the sinks to put out more of the fire
Okay.
at this wall.
So Granny and I have the same plan. If you guys want to
And he
do...
just sees this water going by her, like, what is happening? Finally seeing
Pulled
someone.
out of the
Tunnel
trunk.
of water.
Right. They grab the water. So they're getting their things together and throwing the fire out. So yeah, you get a square of fire out here with your turn. Oh, I moved the entire map. My bad. I did it again. My bad.
Dimension water.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
The astral sea's bleeding into our
Everything's
fight.
fine. Okay, so you ran down the stairs, you grabbed the water, you started putting fire out. Granny, it is your turn. You see that Ire is now on the move to help you put out fires.
I'm so glad someone's still here. There are dogs or something attacking, and there's a fire here, but it looks like you've mostly put it out, so I'll just finish it off. And she goes and just like sprays this bit that's left, hoping to get rid of it.
You do with your water trunk. You delete essentially the water. Left over is just like singes, like the black wood that's like been burning and like breaking into pieces. It hasn't broken. But it's going to.
Can she hear fire and wood falling elsewhere?
Yeah, absolutely. On the other side of the tavern. But you're also not sure where it's coming from because it feels
Right.
like it's coming from everywhere.
Would Ire be able to describe to Granny?
No,
where they
talking's
are?
a free
Okay.
action. Do it.
Okay.
I thought that was all of it, but it seems like there's more.
So, Ire is going to hold out a single paw for like a high five for a job well done with the fire. But then after getting the high five, we'll grab Granny on the shoulders, lean in super close. There are still two of them outside on the other side. This building is coming down. We have to get out. Because they're still going to be like completely in a panic.
But this is their whole livelihood. I feel like I have to try to save it.
No.
We could save it from the outside.
Well, let me just grab a little bit more water. She'll go get another.
Okay. Some extra water as you prep for your next water spraying turn. Kanna, having jumped building to building, hiding behind corners, shooting your crossbow. You're at a building, you see Koresh sort of emerging from the corner, and you see the dog bounding its way down the alleyway towards where you both are.
Okay. I'm going to notice Koresh coming out of the alleyway, and as I go to kind of crouch peek into the corner again and take another shot at this pet number 4, I'm just gonna kind of look over and go, could use a hand here, friend, and then take a shot at the dog.
Okay, roll to hit. This random townie is like, don't worry, I can join your
disguises herself
adventuring.
just so she can hit on the party members.
I was gonna say, oh my god, they're flirting.
But not for the dog.
Ah, I see.
It is a 22.
Hey, not natural
A
20.
multi-classed 22.
We love this. Okay, that hits.
All right. 6.
All right, 6
No,
damage.
8, sorry.
8
It's a 6 plus 2.
damage.
8 points of damage.
Perfect. This bolt just going in, like it's sort of just like scraping by. It's jolting in. It's coming out. And there's blood coming out. I mean, and it's continuing to bound. You can tell that you're doing damage. The bolts that you're shooting at it are sticking out of its body. It's got
Nice.
one out of its little shoulder, and it's got one in like an ear that's like pinned into your back. It's okay. It's an evil monster. Okay.
No animals
And
were
then,
harmed.
no
except
animals
for
were harmed
hellhounds,
except
which
for
are definitely
hellhounds.
not animals. They're ink blobs. They're still alive. They're just in hell.
They're in hell.
True. They're just ink demons.
Okay, any
And then
bonus
I'm going
actions?
to
Bendy?
I'm gonna back up. That'd be so cool if we had like a bendy themed boss in this campaign.
Oop.
Throw it out there.
Jen's
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be so weird.
And then
Continue.
I'm gonna back up into the alley, and then bonus action hide. Try to hide behind any of the alley scraps or boxes and stuff, so that if it comes into range and it engages Koresh, I can pop up and get a sneak attack.
Get that sneak
on
attack once again. Perfect.
So back up like right here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, Koresh. This
I
random
moved
citizen is
diagonally.
helping.
Yeah.
Could use a hand here. Koresh.
Do I need to step out to use? I want to use Blood Curse of Binding on pet number 4.
Is it something that
Ready
is it something that you see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just step out once then.
Okay. I'll move there, and I'll use Blood Curse of Binding.
Okay.
Strength saving throw of 11.
Ooh, fail. It's a 9.
Woo! Wonderful. So cursed creature speed reduced to 0, and it cannot take reactions until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Oh.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You said reactions or actions?
Reactions.
Okay, perfect.
Would I have been able to move diagonally or no? Instead?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what math? 5. Opportunity
It's Courage
attacks
the
are
Cowardly Dog in it.
reactions, right?
Opportunity attacks? That is a reaction. Yes.
So I would, with that, I would be able to run and get here, so that way it is flanked, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since
cool.
it can't react to you, you can definitely move to the other side of it. That would be fine.
Awesome. I will do that and then just rinse and repeat and attack this thing.
All right. Nice. We love this. Look at this strategizing.
Oh, that's right. I get my little D4 if it hits. We'll see. Oh,
Oh, right,
shit.
because your right is active.
Ooh, that's an 11?
That hits.
Oh, okay. Well.
We love low armor classes.
9 on the regular, and then...
Okay.
Oh, that's cocked. A 4 on the fire.
Okay.
Bonus.
All right. So you see, you're using a scimitar, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see your scimitar.
It's a axe, but we're using scimitar.
I see. You're
Because
right.
that-
I forgot about that. Yeah, you see your axe
Yeah.
sort of slicing through it. With the same as the other dog, it has those tendrils that are bringing its skin back together, almost as if like you're cutting into putty. And the fire seems to just join in with the fire it's already emitting.
Cool.
Okay. And your bonus action was to make it not react to you or move.
What's that?
And anything else?
What's that, brother?
I don't think so. I'm just checking to make
Okay.
sure I don't have anything that I don't have turned off. As a target, you can choose to amplify the curse and move additional effect. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, so yes, I've done my blood maledict, right? Because that was part of my crimson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I need to click that off. Boom. Okay.
got
Yeah,
this.
that's all I can do.
A lot of check boxes for a blood hunter.
This is a lot.
Blood Hunter is so complicated.
It is. There's a
It's
lot
a
going
lot.
on. It's fun though. It's
Thanks, Matt Mercer.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Cool. Okay. Emmy. Now
Oh,
inside, let me give you your floor back.
Yep. Give me my floor so then I can run down the other floor.
Yep. All right, Emmy's turn.
Because it's this, and then I'd have to go this way.
Going down the spiral
Yeah, I mean,
staircase.
I'm going down and I'm dashing to get out the front door.
Okay. Yeah, you can make it all the way there.
Yeah, I think,
Nice.
yeah. Because I have 70 if I dash, so
Yeah.
there shouldn't be a problem. So I'm running down the stairs, running out, going, okay, like, we gotta go outside. Granny, Iger, we gotta go. And if you want to respond,
The panic.
gotta go. Building's on fire.
Gotta go fast.
I was gonna have the one moment of just like Actually, I informed you to get out, not me.
Come on. Shake the cat treats.
I love this.
Come on.
Come on,
I
we
have
gotta
fried
go.
fish.
I love this. Oh, the fried fish. All right.
That's like the one
I
that's
still owe Ire fried fish.
Truly. So Emmy running out the building, dashing, calling for aid, calling for friends to also leave as the friends are trying to gather water to set to stop the place from burning down. Pet number 4 is in the middle of a fight with Koresh, who just sliced and diced him. They're gonna bite right back. Ooh, that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That is 8 points of piercing damage. And you feel that heat once more as its teeth are just generally hot. Oh, God.
Wait, do I have... Okay, hold on. I'm trying to remember if that halves it. Is that just a regular thing I have, or that's for when I'm transformed?
It's when you're transformed, I believe.
Damn. Okay.
So
you said
right
how
now
much?
it's normal. That was,
Crap.
7?
One button.
8 points. I don't even know. It's 8 points. 8 points of regular damage, and then its mouth, as it chomps down, sort of just is really, really hot, singeing the skin. That is 5 additional points of fire damage onto your skin.
Okay.
Are you still up?
It's real bad.
Okay, I'm coming.
Real bad.
Everything's going great.
This
Pet number
concerned
3,
citizen's on his
Big
way.
Sleepy for the 3rd time. Ire.
Nice.
We're back in Ire. What is Ire up to? You were just running, not Mandy, Emmy ran by and was instructing everyone to leave. You've been cat treated to try to try to convince you to go in.
Come on, it's a magical town. They can rebuild. It's fine. We just gotta go.
That's so true.
There's gonna be some extreme mending.
True.
They have a whole school. It'd be a
There.
field trip.
Ire, I
40
believe,
mages
is trying to
mending
figure
one
out
piece
what
of wood
direction
each.
to go around the buildings.
Yeah.
I love that jumping down from the roof was not ever in the plans.
Thought about it, but then the dogs were there.
That's fair. That's
And
fair.
I was like,
Well,
and
see,
I
the
was like,
thing
could
is,
I
like,
do a
if-
cool thing where I jump and like hit a dog with like my mace? But like I have -1 to my strength, so
That's
anything
fair.
with that
That's
is
fair.
Same.
That's fair.
That's what I'm
You're
gonna
like,
say.
I'm
like
I was like,
They're
if you told me like jump down the roof, roll a strength check, I was like, so my knees are gone.
I love this. I love this.
No
Okay.
life alert in sight.
What are you up to, Ire?
That one.
What's the plan?
So I'm gonna go ahead and diddity dash.
Okay.
That's fitting fine.
Slickety slick.
And then, okay, so so the thing is also with shape water, it says you freeze the water provided there are no creatures in it. But if I want to wear it like, well, almost like backpack it on my body, could I freeze it for later and like wear it the ice?
You're a creature in it, so I would say no. It's a bit of a stretch, I
Okay.
think. But I like the idea of making some ice armor. I'm here for the creativity, but I think specifically because it says as long as there's no creatures in it, then that's a no.
Is Armor of Agathis only a warlock spell?
Yeah.
I think so.
Dang,
Mhm.
that's
You
a
can
cool
get
ass
it
spell.
from a couple feats, I think.
Okay, so since I have nothing, all my ideas are not ideas. I'm going to go
Your
ahead.
ideas are ideas!
They're
Your ideas are valid.
So I'm going to noom out the front door.
Not stopping for the spinning door.
Of course.
not taking a couple rounds.
Not this time. Not this time. No, I was like completely like business.
Okay.
But
Business.
knowing that the 2 pets are probably still alive, but happy that they're kind of out of the building, I was going to start running towards
Okay.
the pets to make sure that they're like actually dead. So
Okay.
bam. And that's all they can do right now.
All right, so they spend their turn rushing to help. Granny still in the bathroom, picking up water. What's the plan?
She's grabbing that water and she's gonna go as far the other way,
Okay.
I guess, as she can. Gonna dash. That'll get her here.
Outside. So as Ire runs to the right, Granny runs out the door to the left, and they sprint in the opposite directions. Emmy was like, "Get out!" and they did.
We follow directions.
We love
yay.
this. We love this. All right. So that leaves us with Kanna.
All
You see,
right.
Koresh is getting beat up once again.
Oh god. Concerned citizen on the case. And I'm gonna
On the
peek out from
case.
around the alley again.
Please. Okay.
Take my commando stance on one knee as I crouch, peek around the corner, and I'm gonna fire a crossbow bolt.
Okay. Roll to hit.
With sneak attack damage.
If you hit
I
first.
hit. That is cocked.
You get it
20.
anyway, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, it was like halfway between a 3 and a 16.
Oh, I see.
It is a 16
That hits.
plus 4, so 20.
All right.
6, 11, 17 points of damage.
Ooh! Please explain how this hellhound goes back to hell as you shoot this bolt with sneak attack damage.
So as I crouch peek around the corner, I can see that it has turned its back to me, and it has like Koresh kind of backed up where it's like looming over, trying to snap at it, and I'm gonna like take a really careful shot and aim at the back of its head, and I'm gonna fire a crossbow bolt, and Koresh is just gonna see with this dog on top of him, a crossbow bolt come flying and just splinter out of the front of the dog's head,
As it
like
explodes
from the forehead's middle of its eyes.
into, it sort of melts into its inkiness and goes back into the floor, leaving just a clean crossbow bolt on the floor.
Ooh, can I pick that up?
Yeah, of course. Any,
I'm gonna.
I think your bonus action was the sneak attack, correct? So, any additional movement?
Does it count as a bonus action to get the sneak attack in?
I believe so.
I don't think so.
No,
I think
it's just something that
if you
happens?
have
It's just a feature.
advantage
Cool.
or if you have a party member
Then-
next to them or something.
Okay. Then, what do you have a
Uh,
bonus action or movement that you want to do?
I moved 5 feet to get here, so I'll just move 10, 15, 20, 25, 30
Okay.
up to where Koresh is and pick up the crossbow bolt.
Okay.
Just say, concerned citizen, got your back.
Please! Oh my god! Koresh, it's your turn. We have one dog who is big sleeping. With
Americans.
the big sleeping doggo,
Take that crossbow.
it's sort of a ring of fire sort of forms around it as it sucks itself. It's essentially being brought down below. And that brings us
Baby, go
out
home.
of initiative order. As you guys have
We're still being
completed
watched.
your fight, we have a burning building, however, and as this dog is sort of retreated back into the floor, you hear commotion finally making its way towards town, or towards where you guys are, and some individuals come to help set out the fire, bringing it down, and freeing the building of completely demolishing through fire. We're done with roll 20. You guys can close it.
Okay.
Mending.
So as you guys are breathing, I want everyone to roll a perception check as you guys are meeting up with the town, meeting up with everybody, and getting the building sort of back to where it was, mending it, putting the building back together. It takes the entire night. What's everyone's perception checks?
12.
18.
This is good because I want to know if they were still around and they summoned it back, if they were watching what we can do. I have so many questions.
11 for Granny.
Okay.
Perception 16.
Okay.
Is this hearing or smell at all, or just regular?
Just eyeballing.
Where the hell? Oh, there it is. 9.
Okay.
mine
Ire,
was
what was
18.
yours? I think it was 11? 12? Okay. So, Emmy, as you're walking around the building, you find a note. And I'm handing that to you in our private channel.
Yay!
You pick up this note off the floor. You can do what you want with it. So,
It was
as you
at
guys
the
are,
front door?
it was at. You found it where the dimension door was essentially created, as if it was left behind, like fluttered down and was away, sort of tucked under some.
Oh, shit.
The night finally starts to feel calm as the fire is put out by the School of the Magi. You all are checked up on. Any bandages that were needed are handed out, so everyone gets like a health potion's worth of healing if you'd like to take that. Or tuck it away, or whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna tuck it away.
Okay.
We get a health potion?
You get a
We can
health
hold on to that?
potion,
Oh, yeah,
but
I'm
if
holding
you,
on to that.
but it is with the
Oh.
intention of using it now. So
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what is it
I
now?
will use
for
it.
Can I
now?
tuck it or can I give it to someone if they need more healing?
yeah, totally.
Can I
what
make a
they
deception
need?
check to look like I took it?
Sure, totally.
Roll sleight of hand.
Would it be sleight of hand or deception?
Oh, it's for me. I could just do either. honestly.
Sleight of hand would be
Yeah.
to steal things and tuck them away would be sleight of hand for sure.
Okay.
Put a sticker on yourself instead of a
It's
band-aid.
Who needs
21.
this?
Sick.
A 21
Six.
for
21.
Kanna. Perfect.
I'm not. Ire's not a good thief.
Ire
'cause
tried.
sick, you know.
The people who are sort of like mending you guys are like they take it right back out of your shirt and they're like, you could take this now or you could give it back to the people who need it.
Well,
I was gonna be like, I was taking it now, just taking it differently.
What was it called? Elixir of health in D20?
Healing
Indeed.
potion of healing.
how much does this do?
It does the 2d4s plus 4, I think.
2d4.
This is
Two.
a
Do I
very
roll
mean
that,
note,
or-
and I'm
2d4
very happy
plus
that
2.
I found it.
In my mind, the villagers are just like swipe or no swiping, and then Ire's like, oh
But since you're taking your whole like time to drink it, you do get all that healing back. So
Oh,
But 10.
so 10
I don't have
for
an option
10
for
per
not
10 per drinky.
greater.
oh, did someone give me another one, or am I just?
I could have. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
if you needed two, I didn't need
Yeah.
mine, so I would have handed
Okay.
it out to
Yeah, I'm gonna.
whoever
thank you,
needed it.
Just to be. Yep.
Potion of
okay.
healing isn't
And
magical
I also
if you're
have an
looking at it that
ability
way.
to heal you if you need more.
No,
I,
that's
w-
fine.
I could take a little cure wounds. Where
Okay.
Can I see if I saw Kanna slip hers away instead of taking it?
But first, I need to know, Kanna, during this
Yes.
time of the buildings coming to, or the people coming to like set
right,
cleanliness to the building, what did you do as a worker?
So
citizen.
as
As
they
a
were
citizen.
coming to check, as they checked on us, I stayed a concerned citizen.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just, I saw the commotion and saw some people were in danger from these flaming dogs, and I just, as a concerned citizen, I stepped in to help. And then I will pretend to drink the potion and return to my group, and then just drop the disguise.
In front of them?
Well, I had a coat on, and
Okay,
I want them to see that I was disguised.
You were disguised?
Yeah, I don't need to hide that because they know I
You
was
pull
out
up a
in the
mustache and
alley
we're like,
and then was completely missing for the fight. So I'm just like,
So I'm gonna send you a quick message.
okay.
I could just imagine the concerned citizen look is literally just a pair of high-waisted khakis, a polo, but with the tie, so the whole time just as a concerned citizen.
Picturing like bar staff though, so I was picturing like black pants with
Right.
like white shirt and black suspenders.
little
For
tiny
some reason, they were
aprons.
suspenders for sure.
Okay. So, sort of, before reaching the group, Kanna arrives, essentially. You guys did not see, like, them change their body. You just saw the town man leave and a Kanna return. And as you guys sort of get
Emmy
back
kinda
together...
knew.
Yeah. As you guys get back together, Emmy having a note that you had found on the floor, the group taking their potions, and then Kanna arriving, essentially for the first time.
Oh, hey.
Nice of you to show up after the fight. In
was
case you were
fighting.
wondering, there was
I was
quite a
also
lot of
fighting.
fire.
Did you not see the man with the horns and the burning red eyes?
Oh, so you had another date? You already had a date before you came back to the hotel, and now you had
Burning
another
red
date,
eyes,
and that's why you didn't come back to the room
seductive.
and hang out with me for like our first night on the road?
If you call a date getting stabbed with a poison dagger, then yes, I was having a
I
date.
don't
It
know
was
what you're
lovely.
into, Kanna. I would have
almost
known
died.
during our sleepover.
Oh.
I'm just gonna take a deep breath and... Anyway, are you all okay?
Emmy's gonna walk away.
Ooh.
I felt better, but I'm okay.
Oh,
Okay. Well, did
Ire-
anyone else
oh.
see the man? Was
I was sorry. Ira, at this point, elated that everything's fine, booking it for the revolving door. Celebratory revolving door
Okay,
session.
okay.
you know,
The
I
wind
think
that's
this one
brought
is-
up from
might
that
be my
just
favorite.
fans the fire back.
Reignites
I was
the
like, they're
fire
not
between
helping. Oh, actually,
bullet
actually, we
in.
put the fire out next to that one. Remember, I saved the
True.
door.
Well, why don't we get somewhere safe and we can talk a little bit more about this?
Not really sure we're safe now, but
Is the inn okay? Can we
Yeah.
go back into our rooms in
It's
the
being
inn?
managed, yeah.
Okay.
we're back to sleep.
Yeah.
What time is it? Yeah, what time is it?
It took all night for the buildings to be mended. It's like the sun is coming up. The time for you guys to leave is going to be like in just a few hours. You have it's like the sun is coming up, peeking over the buildings. Some chickens are starting to cluck. I should have said rooster, but that's okay. Some chickens are clucking. People awake.
Would we have gotten a chance to sleep or no? We wouldn't have been able to go back into the inn because it was burning.
Correct.
How many points of exhaustion do I get?
You took a short
For
rest, so
not-
you're okay. Oh
Okay,
no,
okay,
well,
cool.
Kanna, you stayed up the entire time.
I did.
So you didn't take a short rest, but you took a short rest prior to staying up. It's fine.
Prior.
You're all right. No exhaustion.
Okay,
No
okay,
exhaustion.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So as you guys sort of, collect yourselves, people are starting to come to the inn, asking questions around, like talking to reporters, talking to people, like commotion. People are waking up really early in the morning. Kitchen staff is coming in. They're like, what the fuck happened in here? Like, you guys are sort of getting yourselves together, going back up to your rooms, gathering the rest of your things that haven't been burned and destroyed. And you're sort of left to talk before heading out.
Well,
I guess, are we all, do we all want to be in the same room, or are we in separate rooms?
If we're just talking, then probably sort of like when we were going over the possibility of how the crime was done. We have our little conference room all around our table. I think
Okay.
the room that's attached to Emmy's room is probably where we were because it was relatively large.
Well,
Koresh, I can't help but notice your skin looks great. Did you do some sort of exfoliating to remove some layers of skin or something?
Bye.
You actually see him, like, he's in the room, but, like, he's looking at a little notebook of his and, like, kind of scratching little notes and, like, in the room, but totally, like, not just there.
All right, well, gatekeep your secrets then. I'll
Also,
find
Grit,
out
I'm pretty sure you
eventually.
missed it. He was naked earlier. You were naked, right? In the street? I thought I saw you naked. I saw the moon and the moon.
So everyone
Oh.
just gets to see this, but
Is that how you
Okay,
get down,
that's
Koresh?
fine.
You get take off your clothes, get into a fight. I mean,
I-
cool. I'm with it.
Sorry. Yeah, these are a really nice pair of pants that I have that I've had for a good while. So, fair warning, that will most definitely happen again. I do my best to not just have it willy-nilly out afterwards, but just kind of what happens. There's just a full awkwardness of like
Y'all saw my
He-
dong.
he has no idea how anyone is gonna take the werewolf thing.
Mhm.
So there is definitely a guardedness right now.
well, I'll keep an eye out for you willy-nilly.
Okay, well, anyway, let's
so
leave Dickman alone. Yes, let's talk about
Okay.
it.
Man
Well,
is
like we don't have, that doesn't have to
wild.
be the nickname. I appreciate it, but it doesn't.
I thought
can-
full moon had a better ring to it, but you know, if you guys want to focus on the front.
Apparently, that's what everyone saw. So,
Oh,
But
well, I was
full
in the
moon's
roof, so I
catchy.
was the back.
full moon is catchy.
The
Fire is not going to respond well to calling it the full moon. But it's not going they're not going to get into it, but you can just kind of tell that their ears are just like you know how when cats are angry, like the ears are
Mhm.
behind?
Mhm.
They're just like looking at people calling it the full moon, upset.
It is actually, if we're talking about a new name, and you see, like, he finally kind of shows the notebook that he has, and there's just like a list of 25 names that have all been crossed out, and you see like Koresh is crossed out, and it's probably time to change my name again. So if and he just holds up the notebook and it just says Soul, S-O-L. That's I probably owe you all answers, or we could forget this happened and not acknowledge it. That's kind of how I do a lot of things, but yay, group activities, right?
Well,
mean-
speaking of you and changing your name, and this could be a number of us, but Mr. Devilman explicitly had mentioned they were looking for someone with white hair.
Randy looks
that
around to the
could
three
be
people with
any of
white
us.
hair.
Yes, but Soul, pardon. Those dogs seem to have a special interest with you in particular. Any ideas?
Ire is going to take this opportunity to break the awkward silence and then just point at Emmy and be like, she has white hair.
You do too. We're like twins.
They are frosted tips.
They could be after anybody, but I'm most certain it's probably me.
Don't see Emmy and Aya as targets of a devil, particularly. You seem strong and rugged.
Thank you.
You're ripped.
Rips
think
and
it
more
is.
What
wakes
are you
and walks.
flirting again?
Emmy, okay, we'll talk about this later. Anyway,
he's gonna, there's so much just weird energy from everything that's happened. He's gonna like sit and lean against the wall and just take like a couple of breaths and just I have had multiple people chase me down. I'm not for certain that it's me, but I would not be surprised if it was me. And again, holds up the notebook with all the different names that he's gone with.
Okay.
But
Any particular reason why? Pardon me for asking, but what did you do before this?
I would be interested to see what Granny's heard. And just throws a look over to her. Since you've said you recognized me.
Well, it's been a while, but you look familiar. You look a lot like a young lad that needed some help near my home, but didn't really accept any and sort of just ran off again back into the woods. Sort of thought he would have died, but you seem to be here still. I'm assuming this is you, but I've heard some murmurs about someone similar and a darker path they may have taken. But I'm curious if you're willing to open up about that, or if I need to talk about what I've heard through the grapevine.
Well, now I'm interested in what the grapevine is saying.
Well, if you had told me about your skin secrets, then maybe I would have told you, but now I want to hear what you have to say first. Granny needs as much exfoliation as she can get, so if you won't tell me, I'm keeping what I can secret.
Granny, I
An
think we're
epidermatologist.
secret because you look amazing.
Thank
You
you.
look amazing. Like, not a
I
day
don't
over
look a day
2,000.
over two-
Amazing.
Exactly.
2,000?
My people don't live that long, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Amazing.
If I wanted to if I did a sniff, would I have to roll something to get to see what it is? Would it have to be a perception or
Yeah.
something? Okay, so I'm gonna roll this beforehand so we
Some
can
sniffers.
just be fluid.
Yeah, am I just being
Not
smelled?
the sniffer.
Okay, so I rolled math 21.
Okay. What are you rolling for?
So
what, are you,
everyone-
what are you sniffing
so-
for?
Where everyone's thinking about rumors, and then I hear it's going to say under the breath. Speaking of rumor, they're going to go up to Soul and then just sniff just to see,
Okay. What are you seeing
then-
for?
just to see how they smell.
I see. Okay. Oh, you're trying to capture the scent.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. I'm here for it. Just
So would I get a specific thing back, or
I would say
Would
that
it
you could capture sort of how they smell, so you could potentially, when trying to find them, get a little extra familiarity in the scent, but I wouldn't say that you would get any sort of flashback memories or anything from the scent like that, no.
so? Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Okay, so it goes. It's gonna be under my thingy.
Yep.
I feel like I have an idea of what this sniff is for.
I do as well.
While Ira is sniffing
Yeah.
Soul, I'm gonna bring up the question again. So, please, we are going to be traveling together. I know you don't want to talk about it. You don't have to tell us all your personal details. You don't have to tell me your life story. However, we are going to be working together and traveling, so we need to know who is coming after us. And I, as a point of caution, would just urge you to give us a little bit of something to work with here.
Well, to answer the easy question first, Granny, you would have to rip your skin off and then have it regrow back quickly, instantly.
That
Is
is
there like
correct.
a potion for that or a cream?
Maybe it's kind of what I've been able to do for a while. And he'll show his teeth, which are not the full, like, werewolf fangs, but definitely they've just kind of retracted slower than everything else, so they're definitely more canine than normal. And turning,
Interesting.
not even looking at anybody, just kind of staring at the ground. I have been not always in control of this special talent of mine, and it may have resulted in the death of someone that their party is now looking for revenge. They've been
Oh, how did they die though? What'd you do to them?
Granny, please.
Yeah, there's kind of an
It's
awkward
important.
grin of showing the teeth.
I guess I have a question. Are werewolves like common knowledge? Or like would I potentially have more insight into them?
You wouldn't know any, but you know that there's stories of them, like vampires, things like that. Like
I didn't know like moon deity connection
yeah,
vibes.
yeah.
Okay.
So you are being hunted, perhaps, for revenge. So you know who these people might be.
Potentially, I will say I have made some people very angry, so it could be different people, but there's only been one group who's really been as persistent as I'm assuming who these people are.
Are the hellhounds always like their vibe?
Contra, you
That's a
can
good
roll a
question.
history check.
Anyone?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice 8 again on a history check.
Not
Okay.
necessarily. You've seen bounty hunters, you've seen assassins, you've seen other individuals who do hire people like this, but not necessarily that these hellhounds are the vibe of the people that you have experience with. So you have like general knowledge, but not that direct connection.
I do think they might be more angry now because this was a bit more intense than usual. But that's... You kind of run from your problems long enough, you don't really look for a solution to them. You just keep running.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like the healthiest way, but like fair.
Yeah.
Granny squints her eyes at you.
Everything catches up to you eventually. Can't run forever.
I can keep trying.
Don't get us killed.
Don't kill us either.
Yes, you said that's something you can't control. Are we gonna have a full moon one night? Wake up, we're all dead.
No, not any more for the most part.
For the most part. So that's like 20% of the time,
Can I have
or
an insight check?
For
Where's
what?
my money back guarantee? You know.
How
But-
not big of a deal is that? How not likely is he to kill us?
Right. Right.
Not-
Oh, you can do an insight check.
How
Yeah,
often can he not control
Also
it?
would like to.
yeah. You guys
I
can
would-
do an insight check.
We're all gonna make an insight check here.
That's
I
fine.
made an 8 on that.
That's fine.
Thick 8 for me.
24.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
It
Natural
was a
20
19 on the
Let's go.
die.
Ooh.
for a total of 20.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and balance out that nat 20 with a nat 1.
Love this.
Nice.
So anyone with a 5 or over, you're getting like a general sense that Soul feels more self-conscious than incapable. Like they're feeling nervousness, but you're not feeling like they're trying to say you're not safe.
It's almost conceptually
seem
like
to
there's
have a
a
handle.
mechanic
There's shame.
that like I have to roll if I get injured enough.
Yeah,
that
something
could really go bad.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Mhm,
but in
mhm.
this moment, you're sort of feeling more so that there's like shame involved with this, versus like I'm an uncontrollable monster and you can't be with me. So it's more of like an emotional barrier here versus like a safety thing.
Okay.
Definitely
Good.
weirdly like he's put on the air of confidence. Like he's always been awkward a little bit around you all, but there's always been the confidence, and right now there is definitely a bit of deflatedness that is not remotely close to what you've seen before.
Except for me. Aya at this point is just gonna continue to just like take in the scent. Just like when
Yes,
everyone's
you
like,
are. You are
Yeah, everyone's
weirdly being
focusing.
smelled, but underneath like the fire and the like singes, you do get a small hint of lavender.
Aya again completely at this point because of that one is
Nice.
completely just disconnected from the conversation.
Continuing
It's just
to
like
sniff.
nodding at this point, nodding and just looking with squinted eyes while the conversation is going on in their own head.
You all are safe, but I can't guarantee someone else won't show up again. It's been a while since they had found me, and I tend...
You froze. You
Or my
tend.
froze?
It didn't
Oh, no,
come
There you
through.
are.
Okay.
You're back.
Oh.
You tend to what? You said I tend, and then it froze.
Oh.
Continue.
I tend to avoid big cities for this particular reason, and he'll pull out the scroll. You mentioned finding a solution to your problems, and I guess I was kind of hoping maybe this would be a start.
Well, shit, we're kind of contractually stuck with you, so
This is
we're gonna make it
true.
work.
The blink at Kanna just.
I mean, what can you do?
Stuck with you when you won't even spend the night with me.
So kind of like how many do you have? Because I didn't know that you were also a barman here. I didn't
Oh.
know that you moonlit at the inn.
What?
Is that new?
What?
Granny is like pulled away from Soul like entirely from this. She was so
I mean,
focused, but she's like,
it looked-
what?
Tea?
It looked like you were
gossip?
dressed.
Just for
To
memes,
work
I want Aya
at
to
the
have like
inn.
the cat meme from Puss in Boots, where the cat's like, ooh.
Yeah, just sitting there like, oh, tea. Okay.
I mean, either that or we could ask you where you were during the fight. I don't know which question you'd rather answer.
I told you I was fighting Mr. Devilman.
Mhm.
I can tell you what I
After
learned
your
about
shift
it.
downstairs?
I was with you before all of this
No.
happened. I do not.
No. I was like totally alone in my room and like just waiting for hours. And like you said, you needed a little bit of time to yourself, and like that's totally fine. But now I'm just wondering, like, were you just working? Do you need money? Or like, was there just not? Do you just not want to hang out with me? Like, I just didn't know.
That alone time was spent getting cut in the neck, and then I'll kind of show my neck where I'd been poisoned was getting cut in the neck and almost poisoned to death by a devilman who attacked me in the alley, and then all of this happened. So
Maybe you don't spend the time in the alleys by yourself and you just tell your friend who's here with you to like come and hang out with you, and like I can give you space but like be close enough to keep you safe, but like why not? Why would you be in an alley for hours by yourself?
Emmy, do you think I
Do you
could have
think
predicted
insight
that
check? Insight check on if you think you could have predicted it.
One of our coworkers was getting hunted by a dude with hellhounds? No.
Okay, you can do an insight check.
22.
Should I roll against this?
Are you trying to deceive them? You are lying essentially. Like you're not being super clear. I'd say do a deception check.
I'm actively trying to not admit that I was the concerned citizen.
Right. So that's lying.
You're
Yeah. So
altered.
deception
Also,
check.
you're
for sure.
saying that you
Can
couldn't
I
have
do
predicted that there
something?
was someone, but you were out there because you predicted that there was someone.
Yeah, deception
Can
check. That
I
works. Yeah.
Do something to potentially help with this?
Yeah.
Before?
Of course.
Emmy, I asked Kanna to help me. I didn't want to let the secret out yet, and I needed an extra pair of eyes.
Insight check.
No, you can do. So you're doing the insight check on the single thing.
Are you gonna do the deception?
So that would be a help
rolling with
action
advantage?
towards Kanna. So Kanna can do with advantage a deception check. Yeah.
Okay. That is a 23.
Okay. So that was a 23
You
against
did
a 21, I think.
22.
It's 22. Okay, so by one. Oh my
Way to
god.
help.
We love this. So, I mean, in this case, so Emmy, you're not feeling directly lied to at this point. You're sort of just feeling like there's so much going on and I just want to fucking hang out. Like you lied to me and that's the problem sort of thing. So, I see. Okay.
It's like, okay, well, next time you decide to hang out in an alley, feel free to let me know. And I appreciate if you were helping Soul, because like that's great. We need to help each other. But like next time, I don't know. And she's done.
Yeah,
Oh,
neither do
sad.
I. Anyway, can we... What's our next move? Where do we go from here? Not only are we tracking down missing items in a town we don't know where the fuck, but now we are being potentially tracked.
Well, I mean, we still have to finish our job, and we do need to leave pretty soon. So,
Do we know if any of us have been to this town before
Yes.
that we're currently in?
No, not
Not-
here. But yes, the town you're going
None of
to.
us have been here.
Correct.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
sorry,
Been to
Granny
the
has. Granny
school,
has been
yeah.
to the school. So they're the only person.
Only to the school though, but not
Like
You haven't been, like-
staying in the town, you
like.
didn't live
Would you
here.
know the town?
I
Kind of
wouldn't
thing. Would
know
you know
it
of things that are
super
in the
well
town?
because I would have been
or-
in the
yeah.
school primarily.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
would have been more like I went out into the town when there wasn't much going on.
Mm-hmm.
So above table, because
Yeah.
the loop-de-loops are getting me a little bit.
Sure.
So Kanna is saying that they did fight the devil man, but do we
As Kanna.
do we know as Kanna, or are we saying there was the helpful citizen and then Kanna was also a part of the fight, or?
Kanna, from my understanding, is addressing that they went and fought only a devil person, and they did not predict that there would be more fighting. So essentially, Kanna was fighting, but not with the group. So they have tried to separate themselves from the concerned citizen by saying they were fighting elsewhere. And while
What I
Emmy was
still know
trying
she's a
to...
concerned citizen.
you could have, like, of course, I'm not gonna tell you guys how to feel. You could have
Yeah.
the ideas and the feelings that you do have, of course. But what Kanna is trying to express to the table, or as the group, is that they weren't there. So they're essentially, as a character, trying to separate themselves
Yeah.
from this disguise. When above table, we obviously know that that was Kanna, so this is sort of
Right.
where it gets confusing
Yeah.
as characters to try to separate that. And if you are being told from Kanna that Kanna was fighting somewhere and there was a concerted citizen, Kanna's saying, well, I didn't know about that. How am I going to predict this? So you guys are sort of just going, all right, fine. Like, just stop running away is what I'm hearing. Like, we're going to leave this as confusing as it is, and you just need to stop leaving us behind. Like, that's what I'm hearing from the table. Do we agree, or is there more confusion?
Well, I was just
I
trying to figure
also-
out. Go ahead. Sorry.
I, as Kanna, never acknowledged Emmy on the roof.
Oh,
when
she
was
knows.
calling. When she was calling, I was the concerned citizen, trying to stop this citizen
Yeah.
from getting attacked by flaming dogs.
Yeah.
Yep. And from my side of it, Emmy already had clocked that that's probably you from some type of vibe when I did my check. Like, that was established, so then you not responding back. She clocked
Would
also.
you have been able to?
I guess
if
she
was
doesn't know for
hidden?
sure.
No, I did mention
has
when that
super
was
good dark
happening.
vision.
I did mention that was a DM mistake in the moment that I shouldn't have said.
Okay.
You know, that's Kanna. So I did say that in
Okay.
the moment that was a DM mistake. But of course, you can have as a character the feelings and expectations and wonderings and things that you want to
Yeah.
have. But I did accidentally say, yeah, that's Kanna, and then I was like, wait a second. I rolled it back. So I did do that. That was a mistake on my part. But yes, generally. Is Kanna in this moment trying to separate themselves from the fight? For what reason? Who knows? They could just say, yeah, I was disguised and I was pretending to be this person, but they're not.
Okay,
And that's
but it
another
would
thing, but-
Still be within character though for Soul to ask Kanna for distinguishing features to see if
Yeah,
Soul
of
knows
course.
who this. Okay,
Totally.
That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
make sure. Okay.
of course.
Because I fought. I'm claiming to have specifically fought this man.
Got it.
I do
Okay.
have a scar to prove it,
Yeah. Okay.
and I can tell you exactly what I saw. If you want
so
to
Soul
ask me
would
on
fully
table.
ask for.
Great. So then, back in table. Arguments were happening.
I'm just getting grilled by Emmy. There's no
Mm-hmm.
argument here.
Pissed. Been pissed for 2 months.
She's mad.
Never told me, so I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so Koresh is asking me,
Soul is, yes.
sorry, Soul. Okay. Well, they were a dark, gray-skinned, I'm going to assume tiefling with burning, glowing eyes, horns that came out from under their hood. I didn't get to see too much of their actual form, but they did. They specifically asked for somebody with white hair. They said that they were looking. They were sent. They told me. They might have blundered here. They told me that they were here to find somebody with white hair. That's all they were given. They weren't given a name, which now makes sense because you have changed it 40 million times. Which I mean, smart. Hold that against you. But I had engaged with them for a brief period of time. I was almost poisoned, and then they drew with their dagger a red square to wear, who knows, and disappeared. And as I made my way back, you saw me as it was.
Is any of this ringing a bell?
Kanna
None
was
of
the
it.
only one that saw it, so unless
even
you
from
mean you mean the character description
Yeah,
for your
like the-
history.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Going through his little
mhm.
notebook
Mm.
of, not
I think-
someone
oh,
that
sorry.
sounds familiar to me.
I can only assume they are from some fiendish or an infernal plane of some kind. They
I did a note.
a note.
Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to share it with you because I wasn't sure if I was mad at you or not.
I mean, this goes way more than just between you and I. This is concern for the
doesn't.
group.
How would you don't know what the note says? How would you know?
Just gonna hold my book up
doesn't.
a little bit over my face more.
I posted the note in the character chat so that way you guys can all see it. And basically, it's a letter, and it says, Nigel, written to Nigel. It seems our theater killer is gaining strength in numbers. Take him out and don't leave scraps. Our agreement only stands upon the death being in the papers. From M. The letter M.
Seems our theater killer.
Yeah, and like I'm hoping that doesn't mean that they kill people at theaters, because like that's kind of a big deal for me.
Kind of
But
the
like, does
worst
anyone know
thing.
what the theater killer is? Because would I know of the theater killer?
Let's do a history check from everybody.
Yeah. Well, and real quick, as a point of order, we know
Natural
that there was
20.
we know that there was a performance or like a theater thing
We
that
do.
had come through
Yeah.
town, right? It was
Yeah,
the
there was
BBB.
there was a Blue Man group.
That's
It
true.
was the BBB. I have
Yeah,
it.
the
I
Blue
have
Man
it.
group is here.
The Blue Man group is here.
I got a
The
15.
Baritone Bard Brigade,
Yeah, the Blue Man
but we
group.
missed it because we didn't make it in time.
Baritone Bard Brigade. I heard a nat 20 in there.
Yes.
'Kay.
Trina got a 21
That's
total.
a 16 from me.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
Rip.
Emmy, what'd you get?
Too distracted with the
15.
sniff.
15? Okay.
15.
Once again, everyone except Ire.
I got a
Has-
filthy
which
1.
Filthy 1? Hell
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Also
Two minus
tracks.
1 is 1.
we love this. So then
maths.
everyone except Soul and Ire then. You guys have heard, like, years ago, 30 years ago, there was an incident where there was a play happening and the cast died on stage. And it is now sort of the Macbeth of plays. Like, we don't do that play. We don't talk about that play, sort of things like that. So it's a real story. It's history. It's like 30 something years ago, a murder happened. And that person was then dubbed the theater killer. And but there hasn't been stories about that. No, there is just like in the history, this person is dubbed as the theater killer, but no one knows who it is.
And the note
I mean,
was
I'm about
addressed
to just
to
like start a new
Nigel?
show, and so like I'm a little nervous.
Nigel. Can I make like a separate history check to see if I've maybe encountered?
Yeah, I'm down for a history
Somebody
check.
with that
'Cause
name in
when
my-
Emmy reads
my
the note,
background?
yeah, everyone can definitely do a history check to see if this Nigel sort of pops into your mind.
12.
Okay,
17.
okay.
Is a nat 20 with a -1?
Still a
19, or
nat
is it
20
still a
for
nat
me.
20?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, on a check, that's cool. Ire, what's your history? I believe this is the one for you.
Oh, I'm rolling again?
Yeah,
Okay,
once
sorry.
more to see if you know who
I was
Nigel
like-
is.
Yeah, I was like rolling to see my own like story. I was just like, is there questions I can ask?
Strength and
13.
Okay. Emmy, what was yours? You said 16?
Oh, for a new one?
Yeah,
Or
for
old
the
one?
for the Nigel, if you know who Nigel is.
Oh, 5.
5.
I have no
okay.
idea.
Contra, I'm gonna send you a private message.
Losers. I get
What
special
was?
message.
Oh, you rolled a nat 20.
Yeah. And you can do whatever you want with that. You can do whatever you want with that information. Yeah. Don't look at his.
Interesting.
Don't look at his face. Noted. Okay. So that's how you know who that person is. So,
Just gonna keep looking in my book.
okay. So the group is at the table. The group sort of had some fiery emotions, sort of stress, feeling like potentially there's some trust. There's definitely going to be more than you bit off of, more than you can chew. You bit off more than you
Bit
can
off
chew.
more than we can chew.
Because one or more or all or none of you are being hunted. Something is coming and they had found you. One of you changed your name in reaction to it, whether it's involving you or not, and two of you are upset with each other. One more than the other mostly confused, and
Not even that.
after a night of talking, what does the group decide to do? It is daytime. You can take your short rest before going, but you do have to leave for your quest that you signed up for in about an hour.
I will walk over to Ire, and just kind of go, thank you again for keeping your word. As promised, I believe I owe you a fried fish on the way out of town, if you'd like to head downstairs.
Ire will, in a full cat-like response, fully widened black irises, be like, fish? And just add, like, pretty much, like, snap into place right at their side in anticipation to where the fish is going to be.
It like fades to black. The episode fades to black on you going, fish? And that's where we're going to end it for today.
Just in the camera,
In the fish? No, that's a perfect ending for the episode. So much has happened, but don't worry, we're going to keep on keeping on in the next episode. The group is finally going to go on the first quest that they signed up for several episodes ago. Yay!
Onward!
Finally, a new day.
Onward indeed. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!
Bye.